we're glad you're here. Grab a cold one, maybe a beer. Stay alert in the chat. Giveaway prizes. Heck, maybe we'll give away Uncle Bill's cowboy hat. Jim's his sidekick, wouldn't you know? Uncle Extra Medium in the show. Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's all be part of hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe. Hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, and all those ships at sea, welcome to Uncle Bill's Saturday night. I don't want to just call it Saturday night, chat or whatever this thing is. We are celebrating the 250th anniversary of these here United States of America, the land that I love, the land that I am proud to be a member, citizen, whatever, born and bred right here. And sharing it with our ally friend Dominic, Northside Hawk, and all of you patriotic people, and
Brenda.
And Brenda. I know. I was going to do that, Brenda.
Hello, Brenda.
Hey, wait. Let's bring Lon in so you can say Brenda.
Brenda.
Oh,
I'm a kid.
That's highly disappointing.
Yeah.
Who did the kid? I didn't do the kids cheer. How did that happen? Dominic, did you do that?
Yeah, I've got React.
Look at you. You beat me to it. You're so
cool. Growing up so big. They're growing up.
Yes.
He's going to have his own little stream someday.
That's harsh.
No, what are you talking about? It's not harsh.
It's harsh because he's actually done streams before.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? It's a little hard to hear you. You sound like you're in a box or something.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Check. I wonder if it did me again. I could have swore it was on the right mic. Hang on.
I can hear you. No, that's the mic you used, the one on your breasts.
Here's what I found.
So it's right. Oh my God.
I think. Let's crackle a little, and you sound a little distant. Let's say hi to the chat. Art's not going to be here because he's visiting his friend, the guy, the Engstrom guy. So it's just us. I'm sure Lloyd is with his family. And although Dale will be joining us, he's giving me this countdown here. And okay, it's good. Let's say hi to the chat. We got Don. Welcome in, Don.
Ronald.
Yeah, my fault, Don. We got Mike, Cool Cat. We got Gator Drone. And we've got Brenda. And that's it. We do live in the best country in the world. I think so. Yeah, I think so. 250 years of freedom from those British scallywags.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're not ruled over them, but we're not free from them. I know. That's it. So I'm choosing to celebrate my 4th. I went to one of those. Please feel free to blow in my ear.
Oh, so now you can hear me?
I heard you the whole time. You were just muffly sounding. That's all.
Yeah,
I know.
Nah,
now is it better?
Yeah.
Okay. I was
Unfortunately,
trying to do a mic test. I'm looking at the graphic. You know what I mean? When you make it, I tap the mic or blow on it, then you get the little graphic that tells you if you're coming in or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm trying to blow in your ear, Snookums.
Mm. Yeah. So at about 9 o'clock, I'm going to put the drone up for a few minutes.
Yep.
It'll be up to you guys to carry the show. I was going to try to stream into a little window, and that requires, this hoop and that hoop, and then the jumping part. And I got home a little early from work, but not that early, and I should have planned it for, should have played with it first and tried it. But I mean, it's been so long since I used the R3S, I had to update it. Update the, let alone charge it. I had to update the firmware on it, and then the RC2 had a firmware update. So, so even though I've been using that, but unless
you've been using it outside somewhere, you were not hooked up to Wi-Fi.
I guess.
It's possible. Just a thought. Just a
It's
thought.
possible. It's possible.
Possible.
Okay, cool cats. He's the most excited one here, brother.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, USA. He's been drinking. So yeah. So I hope everybody so far has had a great Independence Day. Has anybody been watching any of the stuff on TV? What they're doing at Washington D.C. at the Capitol?
No.
The
What are they
only
doing at the
thing I've
Capitol?
seen, I was going to say, the only thing I've seen so far is the parachuter that got caught in the tree
I didn't
and
see
smashed into a.
that. That sounds like conspiracy theory to me. That never happened.
That happened to me, actually.
Yeah, did it?
Yeah, when I was an airborne.
Please,
We shouldn't have been jumping. It was, well, no, it's pretty easy. Shouldn't have been jumping. Schwarzkopf was coming, and the decision was made to jump.
Hey, Brian.
And it was too windy. Ended up hitting a wall. Came in hot and smacked into a wall. So
A wall. Oh, not a
yeah,
tree.
we had guys get caught in
Okay,
trees.
well, the
and all
one I
kinds of
saw
shit.
was the tree,
Yeah.
and it smacked into one of those awnings sort of thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, as you well know, trees are dicks.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, let me. I don't know. I know that they were U.S. Navy fighter jets were flying over Washington D.C.
Yeah, I heard about that.
We were doing that. Yay! What else did they do? I don't know. I know they had fireworks and displays and all kinds of stuff. So, New York,
Had a drone show,
they're doing
right?
the ships, the military ships going up the Hudson. Yeah. Making history. Americans set to spend as much as $3 billion on fireworks this year.
Awesome.
Wow.
What they spend last year? 2.9. I mean,
I
Yeah.
don't know.
you know what I mean? They're so, you know, the news is, right?
Apparently less.
You just know how the news is, you know what I'm saying? They're all like,
No, they don't exaggerate or
They know
extrapolate
exactly.
it. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, proud to be a citizen of this country. Feel very
Yeah.
honored, blessed, and lucky, in my own opinion. Could have been born elsewhere.
Denmark's not bad. He's been born in Denmark.
Hey, just because I'm proud of this country doesn't mean I'm shitting on other countries. I'm
kidding.
I am shitting on other countries. And speaking of shitting, Lloyd, hey,
Hey, there he is.
proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. Come on, Lloyd, join in. You look like you could sing that song with gusto.
Yeah, with gusto.
Yeah, well,
Gusto.
I could if I had the words in front of me, but I don't remember them all.
I didn't
won't
expect
forget the men who died and gave this life to me, and I'd probably stand up next to you and
I
declare
don't think it's gave this life, I believe, but it's close though. It's something like
that, though. Yeah,
Something like that. Yeah.
probably
So,
stand up next to you.
Proudly stand up. All right,
Next to you.
It's very catchy now.
it
It's
is.
going to
Yeah.
be stuck maybe here.
I won't be thinking about it all week now, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't expect you to be here. I figured you'd be out somewhere.
Well, I was actually supposed to go to my youngest son's house, meet up with my grandson, and I was going to drive out to the in-laws out there. And but it was just too damned hot. I had a bad night's sleep. I was hurting. I had muscles hurting last night, and this morning I didn't know could hurt, and I don't know why, but I ached all over. But we got storms coming in now, so that explains a lot. And it was just too damned hot. We were like 97, 98 degrees with 60+% humidity, and
so it was dry.
yeah, so it was dry. Yeah.
That's comfortable here, by the way. That's dry.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
well,
desert
98 here.
around here.
I can't. Anything over 90, I try not to get out in because of my MS, because that's the trigger point. And I just thought, I just thought I can't do this, and be out there all evening until they fire off. I mean, it's a beautiful place to be, but it's still hotter than hell out there. So, hey, Brenda. So
Look at Don
So,
taking shots at our economy. Apparently, fireworks have gone up 200% since last year.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, me either. Yeah.
Mm.
Did you send a link to Mr. Beauchart? Because he said he'd go on. He'd come
Yeah, he
on
said
if
he's
Art
coming.
wasn't on.
I did send
did
him
he?
the link. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He said
Yeah.
he'd come in if Art wasn't coming
Come on,
in.
Bosch, get here.
Yeah. No,
We
I
need
sent
the
it to him.
Bosch.
Is
The
he in the
Bosch.
chat? No.
No,
No.
not yet.
No. He sent me.
Glad we couldn't get Mr. Kitty in. I wanted to discuss whether or not time is real.
Yeah.
He sent me a
My
happy
theory
4th
is
of,
no.
he sent me a happy Beauchart. Jim sent me a happy birthday or happy 4th of July photo.
There's some big,
Yeah, he did me
large-breasted
too.
chick in a bikini.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
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 Wouldn't expect anything less.
No. It would
Less clothing would have been all right.
Gonna say I'd be disappointed if he didn't.
Less silicone might have been okay.
It was a
too, to be
very
honest with you.
patriotic bikini.
Yeah.
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 It was
Yeah.
made out of the original Betsy Ross flag, in fact.
It actually looks like she knitted it. So Betsy Ross knit the American. Yeah. It's knit.
Out of like thread.
Yeah, cool cat. Patriotism in the UK is seen with giving thanks.
Yeah, patriotism in the UK is seen as being
that's because all the ukes that are over here, I'm going to call them ukes now, that are over here, they're liking America better than Euclid, than the UK.
Well,
See
that's
all the
sort of
videos
why,
out there, just digging it here, man.
that's sort of what the whole thing is about. 250 years ago, we decided we liked it better here than Euclid.
Euclid.
Yeah, Euclid. Yeah, Mr. Kitty. It's a construct. It's just something we came up with just to mark the passing of our lives. It's not real.
What's not real?
Time.
Oh, no, it's not the fourth dimension. It's not.
No, it's not real.
No, it's not real. Nothing's real.
No, lots of things are real. Time is not one of them.
Nothing's real.
Time is not real.
There's a whole argument behind that. Time is the fourth dimension.
Yeah, I know.
So that's a thing.
String theory thinks time is a thing.
With it, on 11 dimensions.
Yeah, and it's not.
Yeah.
Time is not a thing. That's why they can't get over it.
Yep, that's why
I'm
they
not
can't
getting
go
into
back.
that discussion because I'm going to be drinking
come on.
later, and it'll hurt my brain.
Aw.
Hey,
Mine
it's getting fragile in its old age. So. Time is an emergent phenomenon of causality. Sorry.
Causality.
There you go, causality. Yeah.
Casuality. Not even drinking yet. I was going to put the drone up, so I wasn't going to drink. So there you go.
Yep. Bottle to throttle. Yeah.
Yeah. And my
You gotta
dogs
keep
are.
your eye on that.
My wife made sure the dogs had plenty of CBD oil in them.
Yep.
It works. Keeps them calm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Some guys at midnight last night were in 1 o'clock in the morning. I mean, they were setting off friggin' 105 millimeter howitzers out in my backyard. Like, what the hell is wrong with you people? Like, God damn! Shook the house. It was that bad. It's like, what the hell? In the middle of the damn night. I was ready
That's what
to
you
go
were
out
hearing.
there.
You weren't just waking yourself up after those tacos you ate or something, or
No, I had the tacos today. Actually,
fucking
fireworks. No, I had the tacos today. Truly
Those
American.
fireworks keep waking me up.
Yeah. Well, that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Art wasn't here.
No, I got the good fart
Very
sound. He's
barely.
got that, whatever that is. I don't know. I think he recorded himself because whatever that
Yeah, he
sound
probably
is.
dropped
There's
the
no,
mic.
there's
He
no.
probably lowered the mic down into the crapper when he.
I would think because it sounds like there's no meat around it. You know what I mean? There's no. It's like sounds more like an elephant. We got. No, it's not going to be live. I haven't actually spent the time with the RC2 to figure that out. I'm sure it's not all that difficult. I was going to. That was my plan, but I don't know why I didn't think of it till today, and I had to work.
Yeah, because you got to go through the stream key on.
Huh?
You'd have to go through the stream key on the RC2 though.
Yeah, you got to do that. You got to type that. But I mean, I got to get a stream key, then I got to bring it in through maybe OBS, like we were saying. You got to take this hoop.
And then that
over here,
OBS has to be bought
this
into
hoop
here.
over here. Then there's the hoop in the middle. Then you got a hoop. You got to jump through this one, and then that one, and then that one over to here. And I was gonna do it. I was gonna window it while we were still here. I was gonna get real fancy. I was gonna bring my laptop outside and like maybe shut this one down and come back in from the laptop.
Yep.
I don't know. No. Well, thank you, Brenda. I appreciate you too. I am gonna probably walk away and put it up for 5 or 10 minutes. Come back and I'll show you the video. How about that?
That sounds like a winner.
Something's beeping. What in the heck is beeping? Oh, it's probably my RC2 telling me it's going to shut off because I left it on. Right? Does it beep before it shuts itself down?
Sometimes, yeah. I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was another thing that held me up. I took a nap. First of all, I ate. I broke the diet because it's 4th of July, and my wife said I needed it. Yep, because I just went dee, so it's shutting down. My wife told me to break the diet, so I had my hot dogs and hamburgers.
Hey, Brian.
Did the American 4th of July picnic thing in my living room, and
Gator drone. Hello.
she had the Weber going, and some baked beans, for a salute to my UK friends, and potato chips, and I bought myself some onion dip. I feel I'm going to break the diet. I'm going to have dairy. I'm going to go crazy. And it was good. But you know what happened after that? I was out for almost an hour and a half and then got up and, okay, hey, let's see. Let's figure this out. Turned it on and there was a firmware update and for both the controller and the drone. I was like, you know what? It's okay. I'll just shoot off, take some video. The stream will probably upgrade while I'm gone because you guys are just spot on with your commentary.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And then I'll come back.
Well, we'll just pick a set of topics, and then while you're gone, we will discuss those topics.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I got too much time on my hands. Grant.
Hey, where am I going to get that key from? Do I get that key from if I do
it inside YouTube?
Well, yeah, I was going to
go into the YouTube studio.
Right. But I was going to do that. Well, then I don't need OBS. I could just bring it in through YouTube Studio. I mean, through YouTube itself.
Yeah.
Can I stream this through YouTube and that through YouTube at the same time? Can I stream twice with the one account at the same time?
Don't know.
Me either.
Well, so you could plug your drone in.
YouTube Studio send you out to OBS. I think OBS will send you back into here.
I've set it up through YouTube Studio before. I've actually done it. I've gone live. I did that, in fact, with Maddie and TJ down in, I don't know, somewhere.
But whether you can get it onto this screen is the next.
Well, I would just have my YouTube Studio on my other screen over here, and I would just share the screen.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or you just get YouTube Studio and just bring the footage in and play it off the file and share the window.
What?
You know what I mean? Bring it in like normal and play it on the media player, and then just share the screen.
Yeah, but that's not live.
That's not live. We're talking about doing it live.
But, going live.
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah.
You're back on that thought. Okay.
Yeah, he wants to bring up a window in here.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to go through all that. I would just I just hooked the drone up to I have a USB cord ready and ready to go, just sitting right there. I'll just
Hey, John,
just transfer it if I was going to do that. But I don't know.
I wonder if you could.
I can do it. I could. I mean, we could do this. We can make this attempt here. Let's.
You have a different account. Maybe that would work.
Probably would.
And then just invite yourself in as another entity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, no, I know I can be in here more than once. Easily. Just by joining the chat with my own link.
Yeah,
but
but you're going to join it to this one.
Let's see if I can figure this out. Let's go to YouTube. You guys talk amongst yourselves. How was your
Okay.
day today?
Cool.
Somebody, I don't
Hot.
know. Somebody
Okay.
pick it up.
Me.
Lloyd's having
Okay, I'll
trouble
go
there.
first, everyone.
Okay, great.
I did absolutely nothing all day. Okay, next.
Nah, that's awesome.
I did, man.
Well,
I got
I'll tell
the. Oh, I guess he's got something now. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
no, I tell you what I did. I because I'm working on guitars every day, and started I think number 7 or 8. I've lost count now. I have to number them on the back when I start them, so I know which one I'm doing. And man, I had this one. It was all I was doing was putting on the final true oil finish on it. All I had to do was let it, put on one more layer, buff it, drop the neck in, and that guitar. I've already got the electronics wired, all the sound holes in it. Fantastic. And I thought, well, I looked at it and when I went to hang it up, I thought, why in the hell is there's little bitty spaces in between the frets at the top of the neck and big wide ones at the bottom? I'd put the friggin' fretboard on backwards, glued it on backwards, the wrong way around. So I went to Walmart. I bought an iron. Modern irons are crap. I bought one and thought, because what you do is you put an iron on it, you heat the glue up, and then you start working and that way I didn't have to redo the whole fretboard because it was a really good fretboard setup. So, well, the first thing I did was drop the iron. That's probably why it didn't work good. But anyways, so I dug around up there in my cabinets and found Judy's old Black & Decker straight up iron, and I put it on there. It took me about an hour, and I got that fretboard off, and now it's sitting over there gluing up. Now, when it gets set up enough, I'll just go through and seal up any gaps that are still open, and then I'll sand it down one more time, and I'll start putting the finish on it again. So it should be done by now. I'd have the whole thing done and playable by now if I hadn't screwed up, but you live and you learn. Pay real close attention. That and the fact I got to pay attention about my measurements and make sure that I'm not cutting them too short, which I just about did on this one. So, but anyways, but yeah, that's what my day's been like. Is just sitting here all after. I watched the 2003 version of The Hulk with Eric Bana. It was on YouTube today, so I watched
Liv
it.
Tyler, right? Liv Tyler was was
she in the first one, or is she in the one?
She's the girlfriend in one of them.
In one of them, yeah. I think in the Incredible Hulk, which is the one that had Ed Norton in it.
Okay.
Which they consider the canon one, because the first one had oh Jesus, what's
I thought Ed Norton was the worst one.
Well, he was, but Eric Bana did a pretty good job, but you had the idiot from 48 Hours, the boys are back in town. Nick Nolte.
Nick Nolte?
Yeah, he plays
Thunderbolt Ross?
No. Thunderbolt was played by damn it. Has the mustache, played Tom Selleck's brother. Damn. Played in the Sackets, played in
I know who you mean, but
yeah. That anyways. But so he played Thunderbolt Ross. And there's been 3 of them now, because the one who played it the most in all the movies, he died just while they're, he
Lou
died
Ferrigno?
suddenly. No, not Lou Ferrigno. No, the guy who played Thunderbolt Ross in all of the
that guy.
Marvel movies.
I thought you meant.
Yeah.
I thought you were getting ready to tell me that what's his name that played the Hulk in the Avengers died.
No.
What?
No. Matter of fact, in the one with Eric Bana, and it's just called The Hulk, not the Incredible Hulk, and is Bruce Banner is walking in to the lab, there's two security guards come walking out. One of them is Stan Lee, and he's talking to the other, who is a great big guy. He's talking to him about they need more security, and it was Lou Ferrigno. He made a cameo in that one. So, along with Stan Lee. So, but anyways, it was a good movie. You know, it's a fun one.
Was it fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
An Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, it was more comic book style. You know, it's more, you know, the graphics weren't all that great, you know. There's a lot of let's see, Jennifer Connelly was the interest. Oh, Jennifer Connelly, that's right. That's who it was, yeah. And then Liv Taylor played in the other ones.
Yeah, Liv Tyler. So she was the one.
Liv Tyler,
the one
yeah,
with,
Tyler.
With Ed Norton then.
Yes, with Ed Norton, and then again with Mark Ruffalo. Yeah, I mean, it's a fun movie. You know that, remember when Nick Nolte got arrested and they had that mugshot where his hair is all standing out and he's got this scraggly beard, and they arrested him, said he was, you know, for drunk driving, and look at how bad well, he said he'd just come off the set, and that's exactly how he looks like through the whole damn movie, just like his mugshot. You know? So, but yeah, it was, it's a fun movie, you know, something different. Waiting for all the fireworks to start up tonight. But my dogs will go nuts again. But
I don't remember how to format this properly. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've done this. All right. I think that might be right. Let's see.
I'm kind of glad Ranger's not here. The first couple of years he was good, but then in the last 3 or 4 years he's not done well on the 4th of July. So, but so like I said, I was kind of glad he's not here for this one. Let me look on this box. Oh, this is number 7. So, and it's the same style of box I used on my first one, but I've done, you know, it's got the jack on the bottom, so it's all wired. All I got to do now is just these are the sound holes. I screwed up. I had 4 of these, and apparently I set one over here behind me. And when I went to drill the holes, I had it marked for all the holes. You know, just a mark. And when I went to put them, after I put the first one in, I looked down and I only had three of these damn things. Like, son of a bitch. So I just decided, I changed my markings a little bit and just decided to make 3 of them. Then I turned around behind me and there was the 4th one. I thought, well, screw it. I'll just put it right even down here with, yeah.
What are those
design choice? Huh? Those are sound holes. They're screens, and they're drilled out, and you know, the sound just reverberates through them. So I can play it both acoustic and electric.
Oh, so normally that's why you have a big hole in the middle?
Yeah, that's why you have a big hole in what's called an acoustic guitar, so you can, because that's where the sound comes out. It helps reverberate the sound. With these, again, the sound comes out, and each box has a different sound to it. So, but on most of these, I decide to electrify them anyways. But yeah,
yeah.
That's the technical term, sound hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, a big hole. Yeah, that's a technical term.
It's a hole for sound to come out of. Yeah, a sound hole.
Sound hole. Okay.
That's what it's called.
That's what I call my wife's mouth. Hold on a minute.
You know, I mean, it's sort of like her mouth. It's a sound hole too.
Home point updated.
Yeah. You got lots of sound holes, Pop.
Well, that's true. That is true. We do. Yeah.
That's funny. Sound
Yeah.
holes.
But yeah, but no, that's a technical name for it. You look at any diagram of a guitar. Matter of fact, when you look at patterns, say place your sound holes here. So
That's funny.
Steve Janess, good evening. You gotta remember, these were a bunch of hillbillies that started playing guitars up in the hills. They weren't real inventive on names. Sound hole made sense to them, so out of the Appalachians, that's which actually that's where a lot of your ancestors settled up in. See, that's another thing. A lot of those in Appalachia were Irish, so they had to keep it simple. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist that one.
Yeah, well, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you got the low hanging fruit, it's always good to.
Yeah, I just thought, I just waiting to see his reaction, see what he would do.
Steve.
Funny thing was, when I knew I wasn't going to Pat's, I actually figured you'd do a show tonight, so I programmed this for Happy Independence Day and the flag. I just because I thought, well, I'll have it running while we're on the show. And then I was sitting here watching stuff and working on this neck and everything, and I'd been paying real close attention, checking my messages, and I guess I stopped about 6:30 checking my messages, and it wasn't until I looked down like, oh shit, oh hell, let me check my messages, and there, so I was 15 minutes late for this, so.
That's very interesting, Mr. Kitty. We're still talking about universal theory.
Yes, yeah.
Going back and forth about universal theory.
Yeah, he's gone above my head now.
Well, there's a theory that if you're standing on top of the Empire State Building, that you experience time differently than someone down on the street.
Of course.
And that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous because you're further away from the center of gravity of the Earth, and you're not going to live a second longer.
It's not a theory; it's a thing.
They
have to adjust the time on satellites because of that.
Well, and here's another thing: if they drop a cannonball from the top of the Empire State Building, and a blonde jumps at the same time, which one will hit the ground first?
They hit the same time.
No, the cannonball will. The blonde gets lost on her way down.
Oh, the blonde will get lost on her way down?
Lost on her way down, yeah.
Oh, nice.
No offense to any blondes out there.
Do we have to
why
play
would
a
that
sorry?
be offensive?
Why would that be sorry?
Why would that be offensive?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. So someone on Jupiter has their clock is going to run slower than someone here, even if they have the same clock.
No,
a clock is a mechanical item. I don't understand how the clock is going to be affected.
You don't think time's a thing.
But at the same time,
no, we measure what we call time, just because the Earth rotates in 24 hours approximately.
Don't get into this subject.
24 hours.
You're going to start
23 hours, 56 minutes.
Yeah, whatever it is. And
if I take my clock from here at home, my mechanical wind-up clock, and I take it with me all the way to Saturn, time's still going to pass the same on that clock. It's just that the days and the rotations are longer on Jupiter. It has nothing to do with time.
It's kind of like that.
Or it'll be shorter, whichever.
Yeah.
Google time
dilation. That doesn't mean anything to you.
It will if I'm there.
If your body wears out, let's say in 100 Earth years, it's still going to wear out in 100 Earth years. You're not going to live to be 120 just because you happen to be on Saturn.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
that's what I'm saying.
And I'm sure the
No.
people on, I'm sure them aliens on Saturn probably have their own way of measuring time.
Well, yeah, because their planet takes X amount of time to circle, and that's a day for them.
9
50
hours and 56 minutes.
And that is why
Circular
the
rotation.
star dates, that's why star dates were developed.
Hmm.
So they all had the same unit of time.
This has to go to Star Trek, don't it?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, though,
has to
that-
get there. Because their years different, obviously, because Saturn circles the sun.
You're
a lot-
still
it takes a
thinking
lot longer.
linear. It's
Linear, yeah.
Where the
Yeah.
it won't let me do it. It's telling me I need a
Well-
microphone connected to this.
A microphone.
Yeah,
That's
it
interesting.
says no built-in mic.
Oh,
I go
There is
start
no
live.
built-in mic.
Start live stream. No built-in mic in current device. Connect to external mic before live stream to improve streaming quality.
it's
Oh,
not
just
I
funny.
would
says
say
improve it.
okay,
You
but it just won't let me start it without one.
Really?
Yes.
That's weird.
I'll be
No, I
damned.
believe you. I'm saying that's weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they made it easy. Look, you don't need the full address. I mean, like you had to build the address slash then the key, colon
Yeah.
slash then the key. You don't need to. They actually have a separate line for the key and a separate line for the RTMP address, which is kind of cool. So they made that a little easier, but then it won't start, which sucks. All right, let me see. I have to. I don't think I have one for you. A microphone. I might. Have one. Yeah, let me see.
Well, your
Tuesday.
original plan's not a bad one, Phil. in
That's,
my opinion. It's really not.
That's an RC2. Here, you can borrow my you can borrow my DJI mic.
Oh yeah, you can borrow mine too. I got an extra one. There's a mic mini.
Ah, there you
I
go.
got a mic too. I got a mic too that I haven't used in.
I have
years,
one
probably.
here, but I don't think the mic.
I
is
got the
charged.
mic minis.
I've
Yeah.
got this. This isn't DJI or anything good. This was cheap, but it works. Whatever.
You don't
brand.
plan on
USB
talking anyway,
stick,
really,
Mike.
right? You're
No,
just trying to get
but
past
no.
this
It's
stupid
this
thing.
is a lava call, but it'll recognize
Okay.
Is it
If it
USB-C?
if it recognizes that as a mic. Which
Yeah.
which it might not. Nope.
I got glue all over my damn hands now.
Yeah. Well,
Either that,
Mr.
or,
Kitty, the
either
last
that
thing-
or I'm
Mm.
changing skin.
Yeah. Mr. Kitty, the last thing was the thing that got me the most on this thing is that if you go from here to Alpha Centauri and it's 5 light years away and you could somehow make it to the speed of light, it takes 5 years to get there and it takes 5 years to get back, right? And the person that made the trip only sees 10 years, but the person here on Earth would see 200 years, let's say. I forget the math. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it's still 10 years. And the way they tried to explain it was the guy in the ship, it was going to feel like months. And I'm like, no, it's still 10 years to the guy in the ship.
Well,
You know what I mean?
technically, well, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but technically they are traveling faster than Earth time.
Right. But they were on the ship for 5 years there and they were on
Right,
the
they'll
ship
feel-
for 5
yeah.
years back. It's still 10
Right.
years.
10 years for them, but time, right, exactly.
Yes.
Well, but you're talking light years now. They're not traveling they're traveling
If
at
they're
the
traveling
speed
at
of
the
light.
speed of light, it takes
Which
5
is-
years to get there, and it takes 5 years to get back because it takes light 5 years to get there and light 5 years to get back. If light was traveling back and forth, it would take 10 years. So how can it be different for a person in a
Yeah.
ship? You know what I mean?
Because you're talking light years now. That's how many it takes. Okay, yeah.
Listen.
Look, a light year is
How
God, I
long it
can't
takes
remember.
light to travel?
Yeah.
the distance that light travels in a year.
but light travels at what's the speed of light? I don't remember anymore.
186,000 miles per second. You're
Per
muted,
second.
Dominic.
So
You're muted.
at
Or maybe
108
knows he's muted.
miles, 186,000 miles per second.
300,000 meters per second.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's per second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many seconds are in a minute? How many minutes
60.
are in a right? And how many minutes
You
are
got to
in an
multiply
hour?
that
No,
by
no,
at
no.
How many
least
hours are in a day? How many
3,600.
days are in a year? And
No,
that's
Yeah.
a light
that's
year.
It's
huh?
it's a shitload.
Yeah,
No,
you have
it's
to.
how
Just put it this way: how many seconds are in a year?
no. A light year is a measurement of distance. It's the
How many
distance
seconds
light
in a year? It'd be
travels.
8,760 multiplied by 3,600 then.
Yeah,
Because it's
Alpha Centauri
8,760
is
hours in a year.
it's
And then you have to multiply it by a
4.8
minute
light
and then a
years
second.
away. No, because if they traveled 10 light years, it's still 10 years to the person in the ship. I don't understand how the
Yes.
person in the ship will see any difference in time. That's not
I don't know.
point.
This stream has only been on 41 minutes and it's starting to feel like 2 hours. Let's keep.
Well, I just find it interesting. You guys don't. That's
So,
cool.
Bill, how is that?
Let's
how are
talk
things
about
working out with the
politics
drone?
or
This isn't
pooping or
gonna work.
something.
Let's see.
So long, do they have any exciting fireworks displays or drone displays in your area this
I don't
weekend?
know. I haven't even looked into it. I don't plan on going anywhere. I've divorced myself of going out during holidays because that's when all the drunks and the crazies go out, and I just don't feel like dealing with it.
Yeah, that's another thing. I won't go outside while they're firing off fireworks because my lungs can't handle the it can't handle the smoke it already takes in. It doesn't need extra.
Ah, yeah.
So I tend to stay away from all that. That was another reason why. Because last year I got so choked up. It was out, and right now we've actually the pollen is up. We've actually got ragweed growing, which doesn't normally hit here until September, but we've already got it growing here this year
Yeah.
because of our weird temperatures and stuff, and amount of rain and stuff. But yeah,
Yeah. Okay, Don. Everything was a theory until it's proven not true. Watch. They believed all kinds of shit, and then they found that it was not true. So
well, that's
these are
true.
all theories, and they change all the time. The universe was only 13 billion years old this last year, and all of a sudden they launched the James Webb, and they're finding galaxies that look like they're 20 billion years old or whatever, and they can't figure it out. So
How ridiculous this is. It worked.
yeah, it looks like you do. It
It
worked.
worked.
Oh, well, there you have
Oh,
it.
it said, well, it did, but it says live stream error. Try again. All right, so I did something wrong.
Yeah. No, I understand the theory, Michael. That I just don't agree. There's two different things here.
What? Now, Don.
Jody?
What's
Hey,
up?
Jody. And Don just wrote up something about flat Earth. What's wrong with it? I thought the Earth was flat. What's the problem there?
No, he's calling me stupid. You know what I mean? He's saying that I'm stupid because I don't agree with him. So that's fair. Whatever.
Oh, that's fair. I don't know.
Yeah,
how
that's fair. Because go for it, man. I don't care. Just because I don't agree with you,
I don't
think that makes me
understand most of
stupid.
that
That's
stuff
fine.
anyway. So.
if you think it makes me stupid not to agree with you, that's okay.
I'm stupid because I don't know it.
Well,
Well,
you did.
I'm
you
uneducated.
compared me to flat earthers, Don. Flat earthers are fucking stupid. They are.
I resemble that remark.
Yeah.
I was there when Columbus sailed off the edge of the world.
/a.rtmp.youtube.com/live2.
Yeah, 250 years ago, our Constitution or our Declaration of Independence was written. And
Yeah.
if I hadn't have been there, things would have been a lot different. Because old Tom, when he was writing that, him and Ben and a couple of the other fellows that were hanging around, Mr. Adams and all of those guys. Well, like Tom had in there life, liberty, and property, and I said, no, 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 that's going to create problems in the future. Let's just call life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, because technically, there were things being called property that weren't, and I just didn't think it was appropriate. So, if it hadn't been for me, that would have been the ending of the. It would have been life, liberty, and property instead of life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, which I was happy that he agreed with me. He understood, So you can thank me for that.
Yeah.
Uh, well, I checked on my DNA today, and it's into the. They're doing the rough genome sequencing on it now. They've taken the DNA out of the sample, and now they're running it through the genome sequencing. So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully, I'll have some raw data here in the next few days. So maybe.
Little Tommy.
But
Yeah. At point 0.99C.
yeah,
But the amount of energy you would need to get there, here's a different story.
well, that's why they're trying to create FTLs engines.
Mm.
And they'll of course run off of. I mean, the best thing would be to use solar wind as a
Yeah, the soliton
propeller.
wave.
Yeah, yeah. But then I don't know anything about any of this stuff, so I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I just watch a lot of sci-fi stuff and read sci-fi books.
Yeah. Just got to
I
find all
learned
that
just
dilithium.
well, yeah, dilithium. I don't think it's going to ever be what they want it to be. So because look at it. All you got to do is have one guy scream a little bit, and all the damn dilithium dies. That doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. Why would you use that?
Yeah.
You thought all those years Captain Kirk was screaming on the bridge, it would have killed all that dilithium.
Every time he says "Khan."
Yes, yeah, exactly. Okay, that's kind of where I was thinking, Steve.
Are you guys hearing that?
No.
All right, good.
I was supposed to go out there and have a nice, good old fashioned hamburgers and hot dogs and barbecue and all the good old American stuff. And instead, I ended up just running up to Taco Bell and grabbing me 3 crunchy tacos and a Baja Blast Mountain Dew. I'm trying different flavors. It's interesting. Probably not something I like that Mountain Dew Red. You know,
Mhm.
that's not bad, but I'm not too sure about that Baja Blast that they're selling at Taco Bell.
Why come you guys aren't talking?
We are talking now.
I don't know. Uh, we ran out of things to talk about. Usually we talk about you, but you're here.
You're funny.
I know, ain't I? Yeah, Alexis is doing pretty good. I actually heard from her today. She texted me. So yeah, and we talked last week. Uh, she is doing much better. Yeah, she's healing up pretty good. And so yeah. She told me, she wished me a happy 4th, and we chatted about a couple other things today, just in text chatting. But yeah, she's keeping closer in touch with me now. I think she realized, because she just she just dropped me, and it's like, okay, well, give her time to. And I know how that is. You got to have time to grieve in quiet sometimes. But yeah, so I tell you what, I have got addicted to watching these damn YouTube
Hey,
channels.
Jim,
Hey Jim.
come and join us.
Mhm.
I started watching these off-road records companies.
Mm-hmm.
Like I started out watching uh Murphy's Diesel. Lives up in northern Arizona, and then they have a once a year out in Utah. They have a guy owns Matt's Off Road Recovery. He has a big property out there, and he has uh basically these are guys that go out and pick. They drive tow trucks, and they have uh tow truck races and competitions, and they usually what they have to do is they have to go up into these out in this Utah desert where all of these oh, you're welcome. Yeah, Brenda. But they have to go in all these really hard to reach places, and they put 6, 7, 8, 10 cars out there, and they've got to go out there and recover them. And it's just not a simple recovery. For one, they have to have some really good equipment just to get up there, because it's four wheeling all the way. We're talking. Uh, so I've got addicted to watching these stupid shows, but uh, and one guy's his channel name is Fab Rat. He's pretty interesting. He's more of a builder than he is a recovery guy, but he builds a lot of stuff for these guys. And uh now uh Wrecker Rick is the guy's name that he goes by on his YouTube channel. On Murphy's his name is Rick Murphy. And he drives a 10 by 10 is a recovery vehicle. He drives a Hemet. Do you know what that is, Lon? A Hemet?
No.
It's a military vehicle. I don't know if you big big thing with it's got the turret up in the top. Well, it's got where they could mount like 50 cals and stuff. And but I think it's 8-wheel drive
Hmm.
with two-wheel. It's six. I think it's got. I think the 10-wheeler has it has 6-wheel steering. It has 2 in the front, 4 in the back.
Hmm.
So
Good night, Steve.
good night, Steve. So you getting anywhere there, Uncle Bill? He's really concentrating there. So that's what I've been watching this last couple of weeks. Is he's stupid. I mean, some of these we're talking 300 or 400 foot straight down a cliff that they're trying to pull a vehicle up from. And some of the people that get stuck out there, some of them are just dumber than a box of rocks. Like, why would you drive out there, in that kind of weather? Because he's either getting them out of mud or out of situations that they shouldn't be driving on those kind of roads anyways, or out of snow because they got a lot of snow up there. It's just up there by Flagstaff, Arizona, up in the mountains. So, but he had to go to California to pick up an old military vehicle that he was going to convert, and he kept talking about, man, the price. And of course, he runs nothing but diesels. He says, man, the price of diesel sure is high here in China. And his wife goes, California. He goes, same difference.
Yeah.
So yeah, he $7 or $8 a gallon. Canada, good God, he thought he was getting a deal. He saw that it was like $3 a
Okay.
gallon there.
I
Get it?
No, because I'm already going live with this account, so I can't go live. That's
two
why
of
it's not giving me the correct key, because I'm already using one by streaming here.
Here, yeah.
Yeah, so you can't. So that answers that question.
Okay.
Can't do it.
No, we're just gonna have to watch the pre-recorded one.
So I'm just gonna go put it up, get some video, and come back.
Okay, well,
Good
good luck with that.
We look forward to it.
Okay. Yeah, keep lying. It's okay. Keep lying.
No,
Yeah.
actually, I do want to see it.
Do you?
So, yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, we all do.
It was going to be the first time I used that firehouse light that Lon sent me, but it wasn't charged. It wasn't charged.
Oh,
I'll have to
wasn't
stick to the old Ulanzi cheapo.
Oh, Technique FPV. Hey,
Hey, Roger.
Roger, that's who that is. Okay. I keep getting. Oh, today is Doc's DIY FPV. Is that yeah, it is. It's Doc Murdoch.
I believe
Today,
so, yeah.
Yeah, today is his birthday.
Good day to have a birthday then.
Yeah, today's my cousin's birthday. His dad was born on the 1st of July, and he was born on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
All right, his dad was born on the 1st of April. April Fool's Day.
Oh, no.
And he was born on the 4th of July. So. Yeah, my uncle was in World War II in the South Pacific, went through the Bataan Death March, survived that, came home, and then when his son volunteered for the Army during Vietnam and was just about he had orders to go to Vietnam, and all of a sudden those orders were stopped. And it turned out his dad reached out to some friends because those Bataan survivors had a lot of influence with people, and he kept him from going to Vietnam. So he wanted to go to war like all of his cousins were doing. So he was a little pissed off about that. So at the age of 50 something, he had joined the Army Corps of Engineers as a civilian. But he volunteered to go to both Afghanistan and Iraq. He did 3 tours in Afghanistan and 3 in Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
In his mid 50s, something like that. Or he was in his 50s. I don't know if he's early 50s or mid 50s, but yeah, it's like, are you nuts? Getting a little long in the tooth to be going over there running around with those young guys. So. Oh, actually, I figured. Well, let's see. Is it dark out? No, it's not dark yet. No wonder.
No.
Because say, man, it's awful quiet tonight, but it's not dark yet.
Yeah.
It's just getting. It's just dusky right now.
Mm.
But oh, I'm hearing music.
Yeah. I can't think of who sings that song, but Little something or I don't know.
Oh my God, we went to yesterday. James and I went out to eat, and we stopped over at Whataburger, and while in the background we were just getting ready to leave, and all of a sudden, like I thought, oh, that can't be what I'm thinking I'm hearing, and it was Boy George and Chameleon. Like, oh my God, they're playing Natty in here. Like,
Already. Yeah.
yeah, like, and I don't know if it was actually Boy George, or if somebody surely somebody didn't do a cover of it,
Mm.
because the guy sounded young, but then Boy George was young when he did it. But
Yeah.
I thought he
That's
was. This guy did.
42 years ago.
Yeah. It's like, I never liked that song,
What song?
Chameleon. Yeah,
I'm a chameleon.
I'm a chameleon.
Yeah. Do You Want to Hurt Me or whatever was the other one.
Do you really want to hurt me?
Yeah. His two great hits, and now he's a judge on The Voice, or he was. But, oh. Is your cat getting comfortable or trying to?
Yeah. Trying to keep him off the keyboard. So I've had to move the laptop back a bit to give him some room in front of it so he doesn't sit on it.
Oh, did you see what Cool Cat put up there, Lon?
No. Let's see here.
I tell you what.
Okay.
Hey, Dale.
Hey, Dale. And I will watch that after myself.
Well, I've seen many of these. I understand the theory. It's not that I don't understand it.
You just don't necessarily agree with it.
Right. Well, it's not. I understand that it's all perspective based, but
Yes.
the person, I don't even want to talk about it because Bill doesn't want this on the show. So, I'm out of shit to talk about. That, or it was either that or the fact that they've dug cores and found that the Earth was 3 degrees warmer before the destruction of the dinosaurs than it is now. The average temperature of the Earth was 3 degrees warmer than it is now. So
never let facts get in the way of a good story.
Yeah. So what's all this climate change stuff then? I guess there were no polar caps when the dinosaurs were dominant on the Earth. Period. On the north or south, there were no polar caps. So the Earth survived somehow. Somehow the planet survived.
Polar caps. Yeah.
Nope. So that's something that didn't happen until after the dinosaurs were destroyed. So it's just interesting. The Earth was still fine. There was still life, and more life not then than there is now, according to
Yeah, well, when you think about it,
archaeologists.
you had that major whatever caused the destruction, whatever route you want to go with that, it's irrelevant.
Asteroid.
Asteroid, okay, that works as but either way, and then you ended up with you ended up with the ice age, and then we ended up everything thawed, and we went back and we got polar caps now. But life survived through each one of those, you know, each one of those, maybe not well,
Years.
maybe not. Certain
Very
lives
much.
didn't survive, but other lives thrived.
Mm.
So because I mean, like the woolly mammoths, they're a result of of what happened with the dinosaurs when the ice age came. So or type of dinosaurs. So yeah, life continues. Now whether man will be here in the next 1,000 years, who knows? You know, maybe the monkeys might be in charge. Might be the
Yeah.
apes, like Planet of the Apes. Who knows?
Mm.
We just don't know. I mean, it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting nailed by another big asteroid.
Yeah, I saw one come this direction. You know. Well, guess if you got to go, it's going like that is this, you know, spectacular way of doing it. The big ones are starting now. Yeah. Okay.
You guys do a great job of explaining stuff, Mike. I wish I wasn't so stupid. I could figure it out.
You're not stupid, Lon.
Uh, I just came to a different conclusion. That's all. I've studied it
Exactly.
extensively, and
Yeah, and you have that, and you
I
have
think it's just I come. It's not that I don't agree with the whole premise. They're missing the point, and I'm no good at explaining my position. So it's and like I said, nobody wants to hear it anyway. So because I mean, it's so funny. I pull up his video, and in the suggestions, there's one. It's kind of funny. It's kind of ironic. There's one from another physicist that says time never slows down, and he explains why the original theory of time dilation is wrong. Literally, and he's another physicist. He's saying that we were so wrong about time dilation. So it's
Well, I don't know about time dilation. I just know if I don't charge my watch, it doesn't run. So,
Yeah.
right.
but you know what? I still get a day older whether that watch is running or not.
Exactly.
Sun goes up,
Yeah.
the world goes round and round. As you said, time initially was a way of uh man, tracking their time through life.
Right. Or it's perception based. That's what I agree with. It is
Yes,
perception
perception is
based.
reality then.
It's perception based. I understand that. That's not my point. But because I agree it's perception based. I'm waiting for an answer from Brian Cox. I messaged him and asked him, does a molecule of carbon experience time differently than a photon? Or do neither of them experience time because you need perception and neither of them have perception? I have to wait for him to answer me. I doubt he will.
That's good. Yeah.
Well, a photon is moving at the speed of light. The speed of light. So
That was a big one.
Well, that's
a big
true,
one.
Mike, and it's good that people don't just fall in line and agree with everything that they say. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because I mean, that's about everything. If we didn't have people questioning
Right.
stuff, we'd have never gone forward in
Well,
humanity.
right. No, we'd all be thinking that the Earth was flat, and everybody in England would have never have left. Everybody, yeah, because they would been afraid they would fall off the end of the Earth.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and Galileo would have been hung, or he would have never even tried to question it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's
Right.
everybody said man can't fly. Then everybody said, they say all kinds of stuff. 20 years ago, there was one theory. 100 years ago, there was another theory. 1,000 years ago, there was another theory. You know what I mean? And as time goes on,
I heard this really old. It's an old joke I heard years ago. If God had intended for man to fly, He'd have given us wings.
mhm.
If God had intended for man to drive, He'd have given us wheels.
Good point.
And if God had intended for us to be nudists, He'd have made us naked. I had to think that one out. So there you go. Guess it's all in the way you perceive it. Yeah, I mean, when just look at when my parents were young adults, 18, 19, 20, they'd go to the movie theaters, or even when they were teenagers, they'd go to movie theaters and they'd watch Buster Crab flying in a tin can with a funnel put on the front of it and sparklers out the back. That was a spaceship. That was science fiction. Nobody thought they'd ever see anything like that. They never thought they would. In their lifetime, my parents never thought in their lifetime they would see stuff like that. But it happened, because people questioned whether we could do it.
Yeah, if no one ever questions the going theory, then nothing ever progresses. It's just that simple. If everybody just sits in a room and goes, "Oh,
Which
yep."
comes first? Is it a theory? Does a theory become
Hypothesis.
a hypothesis, and then hypothesis first?
I think there's hypothesis, then theory, then proven fact.
Then proven fact. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Hypothesis is an educated guess. I believe a theory is something that's predicated on testing or mathematics, is supported by something else, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe Mr. Kitty can back me up on that. I don't remember. No, the hypothesis is an educated guess, I believe. Yeah, I think I can't remember, but I believe a hypothesis is an educated guess. And a theory is something that's supported by something else. And then you get fact. I mean, it's a fact. The sun rises in the east. There's no theory about that. It happens. It's stuff fact. You can touch and see. It's fact. Yeah. A lot of Einstein stuff has been proven to be wrong.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yes.
So, but we'll see. I won't live long enough to find out. Because I don't know how you prove that. They got on
I don't think
board.
we'll ever. I don't think in our lifetime we'll ever see us traveling to other galaxies.
Right.
I just don't think that'll ever. And I'm not sure
I don't
it ever
think
will
it's possible.
Happen.
I don't think it's possible. Yeah. I'm in the minority with that one too, but I don't think it's possible. I think the distances are too great. I think that there's all this pie in the sky stuff about folding space or whatever. The amount of energy
Yeah.
required to
I think
make that
I think
happen.
the only way that it could possibly happen, it would have to be a multi-generational a ship,
Like a
that's,
colony ship.
a
With
colony
more than
ship.
that, it'd take 40,000 years to get from here to Alpha Centauri.
Yeah.
That's
That's if they make it. Yeah.
That's beyond generational. That's
Well, that's what I meant, though. It would
Yes,
have
I
to
mean-
be a complete. It'd have to be a complete civilization. Would have to, starting out with the initial and then moving, and they'd have to take multiple ships, because as the civilization grew inside those ships,
Mm.
just because of natural population,
They can
and
control
they'd have.
that.
Oh, they could control it, but they'd have to.
Go
they'd have to
Logan's Run
make-
on it.
Yeah, well, they'd have to make sure that when they control the population, they're not over controlling it and being put in the position of like China's in right now.
Yeah, well, this is a closed system, so in a ship, that'd be pretty easy to control the population. Quite
yeah.
frankly, in my opinion,
Yeah, when they get old,
know.
just flush them out the space.
chuck them. Well,
spaceport,
no,
yeah.
you'd recycle them for food. Probably. I hate to say it, but I said
Soylent
they go
Green,
Logan's
yep.
Run. They go Logan's Run on them, or Soylent Green. Yeah,
Soylent Green, yeah.
I think they ate people in Logan's Run too, if I'm not mistaken. They recycled the people. I doubt they threw it away. It's a closed system. It'd be pretty
Right.
wasteful. I'll be honest with you. I don't think they threw
Well,
it away.
they could always use them. They could always bury them and let the decomposition happen naturally, and use them for fertilizer.
On a ship.
Yeah, to
Oh,
grow
yeah.
their own vegetables and stuff. Yeah, they could do that.
They go all water world. Well, they already have waste.
Holy.
But
What?
did you get it?
Well,
You got a shot.
they're nuts this year. They're everywhere. I mean, the neighbor,
There you go.
brand new ones. Neighbors like on the other side of the street, right over there. Pretty nice stuff. The same ones over this one that I get every year, and over there that I get every year. But in addition to those guys, there's a bunch of people. Not a bunch, but there's a few homes really putting up some decent looking fireworks, and they're just. I didn't even have to fly anywhere. You know what I mean? We're just. I didn't even realize I was right in the. I went over to one spot, all right, and I because I was doing that chasing thing where you see it, and you go after it, and then they're done, and then where you were before, they're starting back up, and I just okay, let's stop it and be patient, and then I did, and I kept noticing the houses underneath me were lighting up. I mean, dude, I was like right in the middle of it. I just had to turn to the right a little bit, and they were like right there. Yeah, so I think it's like they were shooting at me. They're trying to get me. Anyway, it's pretty good. Neighborhood's going berserk. So let's transfer a little stuff.
Yeah.
And
while you're doing that, I'll be back in just a second. I got to run and get rid of this.
What a great drone. This Air 3S. Great drone.
Yeah, I should have kept it.
I'm glad you did.
No, the Mavic 4. Well, the Mavic 4 doesn't fly as well. Is the problem? The Mavic 4,
Really?
The Air 3,
the
Air 3S flies better than the Mavic 4. The Mavic 4 has way better image quality, of course, but the Air 3S
the flyability, yeah.
Oh yeah, the Air 3S flies better. It's more sporty, for lack of a better term.
Sporty.
More sporty.
Now, tonight would have been better for the camera than sporty.
Yeah.
I was just kind of hanging out looking at shit. But
in fact, the Mavic 3 flies better than the Mavic 4. Mavic 3 is a really good flyer. It's not as fast though. Mavic 4 flies pretty
I'll be
fast.
back in just a second, gentlemen.
Okay.
When it feels like it.
All right.
No, I just keep waking up at 6 in the morning. So with nothing to do, I just sit around the house all day. So come around 9 or 10 o'clock at night, it's like, ugh, I start getting tired.
I got to get a permanent setup for this reader instead of plugging it in. Well, I don't use it that often, so it's not
You
mission
just leave it
critical.
plugged in, can't you?
Kind of. I mean, I'm plugging it into the top of the case, which is down here, and it just kind of hangs. Then
I leave mine plugged in. But I got one of those
I
ones
would,
that
but
look like
that's
it's a
what I'm saying.
component.
I need to put an extension that goes from down there up to the top of the desk, and then I would just leave it there. And I keep thinking about doing it, and I just don't.
Ah.
It's nobody's fault but my own. Stop doing that shit. Let's see. Anyway. There it is. I should have just plugged it directly into the drone. Okay. Sorted by date. A JPEG, which I did by accident, because apparently the last thing I did with this drone was take pictures. You need to read the screen when you're doing this. Oh, wow. I got to look at my settings. It did it all in one file.
Right.
Well, I used to break it up.
Yeah.
It's 7.5 gigs. Up and down the boulevard. My wife's got the music going out there to keep the dogs calm.
Oh. Dogs are big Journey fans, huh?
Apparently.
Oh. There it goes.
Can't get in. I think there are so many people. My internet is jammed up. That was 8:35. Oh,
Yeah.
God, an hour ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is he in the chat?
Who?
Dale.
Dale was in
Oh,
earlier.
yeah.
Oh, he was in the chat earlier.
Yeah. Oh, well, I didn't see him.
Dominic let him in, right? Or
Yeah,
Dominic?
I didn't see him
Yeah,
either.
but he says you can't get in. I think there's so many people. My internet's jammed up. I don't know. We'll turn the crank or turn the the little key and the spring and the.
Oh,
come on! You live in a major area. That's crazy.
his internet got you.
Yeah. That's what he said. That's what he says.
Yeah,
Maybe
no, I
he-
believe him.
Maybe he doesn't want to come in.
No, he probably wants to come in.
Okay, Air 3S, 4th of July 26.
Oh,
People. Okay. I mean, that's how I.
Yes, sir.
I name my folders after the date.
Hmm.
I mean, maybe that's dumb, but that's what I do. Okay, so maybe the link I sent them was no good. What did your link end in? TYZ? Capital TYZ? Lon? Never mind.
huh? Oh,
No, that's okay.
it's right here. Yeah, TYZ.
Yeah, it's the
Capital
same.
TYZ.
It's the same link. People don't stop. I'm going to send it to him again. I don't know. And line and then Articus. I'm at Rick's house now. Have a great show. Okay,
Thanks.
that's great. There we go. Okay, should be up in a moment.
I watched that documentary
means
you
I'm
probably
back just
watched
in time.
on American Indians.
Well, I heard
I didn't
No,
say
you
anything.
No, back in the
Oh,
early,
look at this,
few weeks
boys
ago.
and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It's the great, it's the magical, it's the mystical Dale.
Hey, Dale.
Oh,
Hi,
he's trying to
Dale.
get on with his phone. Got you. Now it makes sense.
Yeah, he's not doing too well with that either.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, brother? Where you at? Oh,
Can't hear you.
yeah, he's cutting in and out. Your internet's you
All
were,
I heard was I'm
I think he's
working.
in a tunnel or somewhere.
he said I'm working. That's what he said.
Ah,
Yeah, he's working the subway. That's where you get the best tricks. Yeah. Oh, look at this. This case is broken. Wow. It's not only a cheap little thing, it's a cheap case. Okay, it transferred. Hooray.
Yeah, there we go.
Huzzah.
I got back just in time.
Yeah.
Dale Max Headroom.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's share. Okay, everybody, you're going to get to share in the excitement here in the good old US of A's, birthday.
250th. Oh,
Yeah.
there went Dale.
There went Dale. Might have gave up.
Along
I
came
know. I
Dale.
find it very annoying when this stuff doesn't work.
Yeah. And you know, I expect all of us to be back here for the next 250th birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll,
Uncle Bill will
count
still
yourself
be
lucky
doing
out here
live
for the
streams.
next one.
Yeah,
What the
Uncle
fuck?
Bill
Count
will
yourself
still
lucky
be
if I
doing
make it to the
live
next
streams.
one. Yeah.
Let's get the 251.
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm going to make that one, much less than another 250. That'd be crazy. It'd be like the Simpsons, everybody, or not Simpsons, Futurama. Everybody's in jars.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think that's it.
I finally watched. I did say, it's okay. Yeah, we'll see you. We'll definitely see you here, Michael.
I don't know what that is. Okay.
That's
No.
black.
No, I don't know what that is. That's
Oh.
not it.
And what was that
Oh,
like?
it's coming up as, I don't know. It says something overlay, NVIDIA overlay. So let's get rid of that.
Pretty late.
Side bring me down. Landslide, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Well, it doesn't seem to want to pick up the. I just double clicked and it's media player, which I don't usually use. Share.
Mudslide? Landslide.
Screen.
Oh, I got
Window. Well, now it's showing up. That's weird. Weird. Okay. We'll go like that. Show on stream. There it is. Hoorah.
Huzzah.
There's me in the driveway. Aren't you excited? And you're going to see
That's him in the driveway.
You're going to see two flights of fancy here.
Oh, wow. 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah, well, you'll find out in a minute why. Here I am walking like the penguin, apparently. All right. Just shut up.
Penguins are practically chicken.
Look at the color.
I wonder how good flavored they are.
Penguins?
Penguins, yeah.
They must be really fatty if I was guessing.
It probably tastes like chicken.
Probably. They're practically chicken.
Bill, the timing is perfect. Somebody setting off a whole crap load of fireworks right outside, and
Oh, you're getting the sound effects. There you go.
I got sound effects here at the house. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing up
So,
there. Ooh,
yep.
Whoa, look at all this blinkety blink on top of the house there. Oh, there's a big one, and I'm just spinning around like an idiot. Which is all I'm going to do. I'm only up 30-some feet, 40 feet. And I'm going to come down and land it because guess what I forgot to do? Somebody guess. Come on, you drone heads. What did I forget to do? I forgot to show you the bottom of my feet. No, what did I forget to do? And by the way, this just proves that God is American because See, he had it rain for an hour or two, light rain, so everything's damp and wet out there. So no big
Right, yeah.
fires tonight. You know, and then he stopped it. See how my truck is wet? Oh, what's that blinking all of a sudden?
Your blinking light. That's what I said. You forgot to turn on your
That's
light.
right.
Art
Grab light,
forgot to turn on the light. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So then I walk away.
That'll do her.
Dirt. And
Boom! There went another big one.
and that's, I don't know why I did it like that. Like I've got to get it, like I got to jump off, you know, down and then up. And just like everywhere you look, there's just fireworks throughout the
wall
neighborhood.
to wall.
But they were going off behind me. My wife I was wondering where she was because she likes to come out and watch the fireworks. She was in the backyard, and I noticed it was pretty noisy. And there's apparently new people like the next block, like literally the next block, next street over behind us, and they were just going nuts. So she was watching that. Okay, it's going to start out kind of slim, some big. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, there's that there. These neighbors all the time go berserk right there.
Yeah, we got severe thunderstorms, so coming in here shortly. So I guess
That's nature's
my-
fireworks.
That's
Yeah,
right, Dale.
as
We
my
love you.
cousin
Thanks for
said,
stopping in. I'm sorry. What about what's going on? The
I'm
storm?
just saying, we've got severe thunderstorms coming because nature. My cousin said nature doesn't want to be outdone by the
By
fireworks.
fireworks. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks to be a pretty good one too. So my dogs will still be scared all night long because when the fireworks end, the thunder will start booming. Oh, that's awesome.
Now this is okay, but it's going to get much better. Much better.
Much better.
Be patient. How long is this video? Wait a second. Let me see. 12 minutes. All right.
Hey, you might want to give UPS another chance, by the way. I sent Art that controller, and it cost me $15 to send a two pound package to Colorado from Michigan. And it was $14 and some change.
Okay.
So I checked USPS, and it was going to be like $22 or something like that.
Oh yeah, UPS might be getting like ultra competitive. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
It didn't used to be cheaper, but I believe you. You know, maybe it's gotten.
Yeah, you might want to take in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a convenience factor. It's a convenience factor to the post office.
Well, I tell you what.
Oh, that's
They-
fair.
But you know, I probably could have not spent $37. But then again, most of that was Australia.
Yeah, good old Australia. Oi, oi, oi.
Well, they aren't cheap shipping big boxes. I'll tell you that much.
Who?
Oh, UPS.
UPS, yeah,
Yeah.
from Florida to my house, yeah. Big boxes, and mind you, it was a great big box. So
Giggity. Yeah, I don't know how some of these companies do it where they're shipping like tables and bullshit like that.
yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
Well, I'd won that wooden flag from
Chris.
Bob.
Oh, Bob.
Yeah, like the one Bill's got behind his head. And it weren't cheap, but I was happy to pay it because I knew I couldn't carry it on board with me. So.
Certain dimensions, you know, are there's limited space for above certain.
I wonder if they'd let you check it.
I probably could have checked it, maybe. I don't know.
That was a bit close.
Yeah, this is nothing yet. Wait a minute. Where are we at? We're at 5 minutes now. In about 4 minutes, you're going to see much better.
I say some serious
Yeah,
shit.
it's really funny. All them fireworks going off way in the background, and I'm hearing this. I got perfect sound effects.
I'm hearing it too, but you're not hearing it from my microphone. No. They'll be going.
I've got surround sound.
You know, this stuff isn't cheap. These people must have money to burn and blow up.
Oh,
This is pretty good, but this is not. These are little. You'll see. You'll see better. Well, that was pretty good, but you'll see better. I'm gonna get into a spot where I didn't even realize I was like right above them. It's like I didn't even know it. Like I said, what the hell's lighting the roofs up? I was like, oh shit! I turned to the right, and they were like right next to it. It was like right next to the drone.
I remember
It felt
one
like it
year
was next to the drone. I'm sure it wasn't. But...
we spent a small portion. I spent 150. James spent, I think, around 175. I think our daughter spent close to 100, and we fired off fireworks all night long. And I mean, I didn't think we'd ever get through them. And it's back in the 90s, so
I
that
think
was
it's
a
coming up.
lot of fireworks.
I'm looking at rooftops. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, oh wait, oh shit, oh whoops.
Shit.
Wait a minute. I'll position it better in a minute.
That one was a little close.
Yeah, no, I wanted to. Let's hang here and see what happens. Wait, seeing more of it, more rooftops. What is going on? Oh my. Let's
Shit,
let's
that
go
is
up. Let's go.
lighting it
Let's
up.
go up a little.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh,
Nice, huh?
really close.
that is friggin' awesome right there. That was
Oh,
nice.
there's going to be more. All of you guys saw I did not drink all day before I drew the flutodrone.
Right.
This drink was sitting here waiting for me in case anybody wants to try to turn me in. Where are we now? Not yet. We're not even at 9 minutes yet. It was 9 something. I looked at the timestamp when I was, so I would remember where I was going to skip forward. But yeah, what the hell? It's 9 minutes.
Damn. Sorry.
I'm like, well, maybe I'm not high enough. Then I would do that, and then it would blow up below me, like there.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like right in it pretty much. Hallelujah.
Look at that haze hanging over the city there.
Oh yeah, look at it. Lots of smoke. Yep.
I question whether or not average firework would take a drone out. I know a lot of people think they will. I just wonder if it actually, how much material are we talking about? Maybe the main unit, but
if it actually hits you. I mean, there's not a lot of explosive power here, and spark.
Right.
Basically burning paper with little chemicals on it. That was a good one. So I'm like, okay, be patient, just hang right around here.
Unless, of course, some idiot puts white phosphorus in there, that would definitely take you out.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, off in the distance, just some good stuff going on. Oh, look at that. Bam, blam, blam. That was pretty good. How's that? Yeah, I'm not zoomed at all. I mean, this is not particularly far away. I saw that off in the distance.
Yeah, that's a constant stream.
Look at that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's.
Oh.
Nice, huh? I can get a couple of nice stills out of this. Like
Yeah.
that.
That was nice. You did good, Bill.
Yeah. I didn't go very far. I'm just like the next block over.
And it saves me from having to step outside and breathe in all the smoke. I can just watch your stuff.
Yeah.
Ah.
Just light up a pipe.
I could do that.
You could have
yeah.
done it.
Yeah.
You could have just launched Air 2S off the window, Lloyd.
Well, that's true too.
The Air 2S captured some nice stuff over the years here.
Mm.
This video is definitely a little better in the dark. Ooh, ABBA's on the radio now, yeah. Watch that beat, dig it, the dancing queen. Oh, I was probably out there dancing with the puppies. All right, let's go. Whoa. See, now I'm going back to my house. I'm or towards my house anyway.
Yeah. And you're dodging
These-
them all.
Yeah, that's the canal. So these are the neighbors the next the block behind me.
Shit.
I heard something. What am I hearing? Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's my truck right there. That's how close I am to my house. Like right there.
Oh, yeah.
This is the intersection right at the end of my street right here.
I wonder how many fireworks Tiny Planet videos we're gonna see.
Yeah.
The about
Yeah,
there's
we're probably
there's the
gonna see a
house
lot
that
of those, yeah.
the drone flew right into, Lloyd.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Right
yeah.
across the street, right there.
Right across the street, yeah. Surprised he's not.
That wouldn't be a
shooting
bad
it.
drone to use for fireworks if you're right in the middle of them like that.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Well,
it's not.
you wouldn't miss anything, you know.
No, I'm
Because
sorry.
you can-
There's the house right
okay.
across the street. Sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
there it is. Okay,
There
yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
That's what hit it. It hit the wall right there.
Yep.
And the guy was sitting in a chair right there. He saw the thing coming towards him and dove out of his chair. Yeah, it's a good thing they like us. We give them stuff all the time.
FTO Media. Howdy.
Hey, Nick.
Hey,
Hello, Brad.
Danzatic.
Hey, Brad.
Happy Independence Day. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Randy.
Yeah.
With the light behind me towering over the drone. That's it. All right. There's my ugly feet.
That
Okay.
was very nice, Bill. Thank you for sharing it. I appreciate it. I enjoyed it.
Happy 4th of July.
Yes.
She's a really keen. Got electric moves. Mohair shoes. What did I say? Got electric moves. Benny and the Jets. Benny and the Jets.
Mohair shoes would work.
I guess it sounds like mohair shoes.
I had a mohair or something, pants or jacket or something, or a vest or something when I was a kid. Got it at the Salvation Army.
Hey, kids.
I have an idea. The fireworks will be ending here shortly.
It's getting ready to rain.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
That'll do it.
Severe thunderstorms. My alarm just went off. Yeah. So
Oh.
and it's a big bow front, so that's always.
Your alarm went up. Maybe it's time to take your meds, old feller.
I already took them. That's why I was going. So no, it's severe thunderstorm. So yeah, and that's a bow, what they call a bow front there, and that's indicative of nasty weather.
Yep.
That's where tornadoes come out of stuff like that.
Yep.
So everybody in Oklahoma, after a period of time, become weather forecasters because we all have especially now that they have these apps for the phones, we all have our radar apps and our aching bones and other things. And you tend to like, oh, okay. Over the years, you learn what creates tornadoes and what creates, freezing rain or whatever. Sounds like you're it sounds like you're blowing off all the big ones before the storm hits. So yeah. Friggin' lightning detector's going nuts too.
Yep, I got those apps.
And if it were daylight out there, I'd be out on the front porch checking to see where that tornado's at. Uh-oh, lights flickered.
Uh-oh.
We've lost power.
I'm gonna turn my AC off
last week. So if I disappear, that's what's happened. Severe weather knocked my power out. So.
And you went to Oz?
Yeah. I got my neck's done right now, so it's ready to.
Did you ever get the one to work?
I never did figure out what that is, and I need to get hold of Paco and find out why it's not playing. It should be playing through my system, and I mean I can get it to work through.
Uh-oh. And there he goes. Uh-oh. He predicted it. And there he goes. He's out.
Oh no.
Yeah, he said he's gonna get knocked out. And he was right.
Good night, Brenda.
Good night, Brenda. I guess the rest of us, we don't care if we're safe or not, huh?
Yeah. Well, I don't have thunderstorms coming, so.
I have thunderstorms above me and below me. It's really weird. They're just missing us. It's like a corridor of clear skies, kind of weird. You're getting lucky for a change.
Why is it so warm in here?
It'll probably change. Our luck will run out eventually. Oh, I didn't zoom out. Oh yeah, just missing us completely. It's kind of weird. Wow.
You came to try to understand. Take it easy.
Oh my God.
What?
I have to sit down with them. I have to lay down with them.
I thought the CBD oil was.
I give them CBD. They're fine. They're
Hey,
fine.
while Bill's gone, did you watch Supergirl yet, Dominic? Or
No,
not?
I haven't.
Nah. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till it streams. I don't like theaters much.
Yeah, but I do like her, so I'd certainly like to see it.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah, I saw the Superman movie, and it's okay as a movie, but I get the problem with it as far as comparing it to other Superman movies. It's a different feel for sure. I agree with that. It's a totally different vibe. He doesn't feel that superhero-ish. Superman. He's constantly getting his butt kicked. You know what I mean? The movie starts with him getting his butt
throughout the whole movie. It's like
yeah, he's just constantly getting his ass kicked. It's like, wow.
Yeah, he's like fairly Superman.
Yeah, he's kind of Superman.
Kind of Superman. Yeah. No. I like the Zack Snyder one was a little better.
Yeah. So
And this movie didn't hide the fact that, I mean, it made him a chump. Even in this movie.
A little bit.
Chump. Yeah, I mean, one of the first things they did was that stupid dog pisses on his picture in the newspaper.
Yeah, it's interesting why they would go that way to disparage one character to try to elevate another. Is kind of
it's a girl boss movie. That's all it is.
It's a loss.
If you listen to their interviews, it's not about a man. It's about empowerment of a woman, and she can be independent, and she can be a mess, because she's certainly a mess. She's an absolute drunk.
Yeah.
But they don't explain why did she put the uniform. There was no build up. All of a sudden she starts wearing the costume, and they don't explain why. Like
the girl brings it.
Yeah, but why? I mean, they don't explain what was the build up to that. You know, oh, now you can be super. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
the girl.
and then she kills the bad guy at the end after telling the girl not to. And she just murders him.
Well, it's okay.
Literally murders him. She stabs a sword into his belly and then through his neck. Like, oh, how empowering. Whatever. It was supposed to be based on
He's back.
Woman of Tomorrow, which is a very popular.
Hey, he's back.
Hey.
Yeah.
He's got Superman flying by. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's just like very unlikable character in the movie, from what everybody says. I haven't seen it. I've seen a lot of videos, little pieces.
Yeah, nobody likes it. That's for sure. Even when
you
you got variety,
and there's just so many plot holes. You know, like she's partying on a red sun planet, because with the red sun it takes her powers away, and that way she can get drunk, because that's all she wants to be, is drunk and sloppy. And then she gets into a fight in the bar, and she beats the living shit out of guys 10 times her size with no powers. You know what I mean? It just made no sense, you know. And it's almost like she did it on purpose, like she wanted to beat everybody up. She kills dozens of people in this movie, just dozens. You know, it's not Superman. Superman doesn't kill.
No.
Well, I have a theory on that. If anybody's interested, I think that. Well, see, that's what I mean. So, okay, well, never mind.
No, what's your theory?
No, I want to hear it.
Don't be like a Supergirl. Tell me your
No,
theory.
it's cool, man. You don't.
No, I want to know your theory.
Supergirl wasn't raised in Kansas by two Christian farmers.
You mentioned that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and she grew up on a chunk of Krypton that everyone was dying. So she
Wow.
grew up around despair and death, and the Kryptonians are not nice people either. They're not.
Her parents were, though. Like, the last thing her parents said was to do good and be good. You know.
Yeah.
Or
you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good. Or what do they say? Something like that.
All right,
Something like
Brenda.
that, but
good
just to
night.
be good, and she just didn't take that seriously, apparently. And they said there's trauma. It's about trauma and how she handles her trauma, and they don't explain her trauma. She wasn't even raised around the death. She left before people were, before they died. They knew it was coming.
No, she was in a funeral procession in one of the clips.
People were dying, but
people were dying from kryptonite poisoning. If I was guessing, well, it's a despair. They got a chunk of Krypton, they saved it, but Argo City, but it's not sustainable, right? So
no, what happened was they didn't realize that chunk had all kinds of ore of kryptonite in it, and the kryptonite they were getting kryptonite poisoning and dying slowly.
Right. So that's a whole different upbringing from Superman.
But for her to hate everybody, I understand it, but to hate, like, she basically acted like she hated everybody. She just didn't care if they lived or died and this and that. And nobody attacked her. They weren't attacked. Their planet didn't die because of that. It just there's just a lot
They destroyed themselves.
They destroyed themselves. Yeah.
They destroyed themselves. The Kryptonians are bad people in general. The general Zods of the Kryptonians were the norm. The nice guys of the Kryptonians were the outliers. The Kryptonians were like the Viltrumites in Invincible, where they ran around.
Her family were part of the scientists that were allegedly good. They changed that in the Zack Snyder universe, and all of a sudden his parents didn't send him there to save him. They said, they created that new lore. Our lore was originally Superman came here because his parents loved him and wanted him to survive. Well, they didn't
save him. Yeah,
they didn't like that story. They made it just and then Superman had to deal with the fact that his parents were bad.
We're bad people.
Yeah,
and then the ironic part is Supergirl's parents were good.
Yeah,
and then she was kind of bad.
Yeah,
I mean, she wasn't walking around intentionally murdering people, but she had no problem with doing it. She just
wasn't she a little kid when they put her on she was young anyway. I don't know. Little kid is probably strong language, but she was young, apparently, right? And then all this time dilation talk, and I'm not bringing it back up. I'm just saying they sent her from wherever the fuck Krypton is all the way here. So I'm assuming some time passed or whatever.
She expected Superman to be a child. I mean, the Woman of Tomorrow. That's what when she showed up here, she was the older cousin. When she got here,
right,
she was young. Yeah.
Right. So it's an interesting dynamic. I never thought that she would be like Superman because they had completely different backgrounds. You know what I mean?
Well, considering, Michael, that Supergirl is DC, I doubt
Marvel's not going to do a thing about it. No.
Yeah. Matter of fact, they think it's great because that way they'll make more money.
Well, he probably means that they're going to go the other direction that Marvel Universe is because Deadpool and Wolverine is, was a different kind of thing, and people think they're going to MCU. They're going to give up on that MCU, and they're going to go back.
But the whole arc where she comes in and she doesn't care about anything or anybody or even herself because she's drinking herself into a stupor,
right?
And there's supposed to be. I mean, you would expect there to be an arc where she changes, but she doesn't really change. She's still the same
mess
at the end, except she's wearing a costume now. It's just the plot devices are weak. Everything. It just the villain was weak. and none of this was like the comic book. And on the cinematography is muddy and dark. And if you look at the original comic book, it's not like that. It's colorful and bright. And I don't know. It's just I don't know. People don't like it. That's for sure. It's doing fucking terrible. I mean, it may gross less than Morbius did.
This may be, yeah.
Yeah, it's right now the internationally, include United States and internationally, it's like at $86 million after 8 days, which is horrendous.
Yeah, it's probably James Gunn's last go round with DC Universe.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know. I know they said the music didn't match the scenes. It was silly. The fight scenes were like close in and hard. You couldn't follow it, and it was just the same stuff over and over. Kick, punch, kick, punch, swing.
Hello, Brian.
You know,
Been
just
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Brian.
no,
The dog.
It's all kinds of
Complaints about the dog.
I'll watch it eventually. Yeah, but even the dog was incredibly unlikable. You know, because he was just
the dog's a dick.
Yeah,
The dog is there's no doubt about it. The dog's a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I wanted to see dogs like this, I just look at my Chihuahuas. Why would why would I go big?
They just kept showing up on the same planets for no reason at all. You know, they would just run into each other. It's like the universe was 6 blocks long. He shoots the dog with a poison. It takes 72 hours to kill him.
Why didn't you just blast the dog? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
You're right.
I don't like it when I don't like it when the villain puts it's the Batman thing, it's the Dr. Evil thing, it's the stupid, whatever, where the villain puts it's a Dr. No thing, where the villain sets up this elaborate death for the hero when he could have just plugged him in the head.
But he didn't even know who Supergirl was. Where was that setup? He never even met her before, had no idea who she was. He shoots her dog for no reason. He could have just went in the ship, closed the door, and left. But he shoots the dog with a 72-hour virus, and he's wearing the antidote around his neck. And by the way, these guys were these evil guys with an all male society somehow, and they were just kidnapping women all over the world so they could procreate and keep their male society going. Right. And yet he shows up at this little girl's home and murders the parents, murders the brother, and leaves her there. He just, I ate your cake now, because he apparently everywhere he showed up, he would take somebody's food and he would eat it. So he ate their food and just left the girl. I mean, the whole point was they were collecting up girls to procreate with, and he just leaves her there.
Maybe she's too little. Was she too young? Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh no! I don't know. I was just wondering if that's why. Because he didn't just.
Why'd he kill them in the first place?
Their whole village, right?
Why'd he go there? Why'd he show up at her house and kill them in the first place?
Well, I think they were killing everybody in their village, right? They had a whole.
They were collecting. They were collecting on people, I guess, but they killed the parents for basically no reason.
Yeah, well, they're assholes. There's no doubt about that.
Sure.
I don't know about that. People do things, for no reason.
That's for my dog.
But regardless,
dog's fine.
I don't know. I think the problem with a lot of these, it probably would be a cool movie if it was a different character. If it was Susie Tough Girl or something, you know what I mean? If it wasn't Supergirl, it'd be.
I mean, somebody like Tank Girl,
yeah, or something like that, or who knows? Just someone else. Just make up a whole new character and make this movie, not try to shoehorn in some legacy character that now you got to retcon the whole goddamn story.
Well, and that's another problem too, is because people who actually like the comics and like the story and like the Superman trope and all that stuff, and to take it and to turn it into that, and that's why there's a lot of, especially with old folks, that remember Supergirl being an icon of justice, just being a fucking asshole, which she is in the
Well,
movie. She's just an a-hole.
they did the
Yeah.
same crap to Doctor Who, so it's just
One giant shit show. Character mounted similar. Wasn't it called Miss Marvel? And then he got it
yeah, it
right.
was Captain Marvel. He corrected
Yeah,
it.
he got it
Captain
right.
Yeah,
Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Beat up a guy in a
That
motorcycle.
movie, The Marvels. I never even watched it. Isn't that sad?
Oh,
And I was a
yeah,
big
that was
superhero
another-
movie
that was-
guy. But I
Yeah,
just
the
ignored that
Marvels
one.
ended up being another big flop. They lost like $100 million. But this movie's going to lose more than that. People
Madam
don't
Web.
understand what
Madam
the numbers when they're talking about 170 or 186 million, depending on who you believe, that it cost to produce it, and then another $125 million they spent on marketing. Well, even if you went with 100 and say 175 will go, so that's $300 million that they spent, and they may not even hit 150 million internationally. They might. So, but it's not 150 million you lose because typically you only get 50% from the theaters. So they're only getting half of that 175 million, and they spent it. It may be well over $200 million loss. It might be their biggest loser ever. Which is saying a lot because they've had some pretty big losers. And a lot of other ones are saying, why did they go from Superman to Supergirl, and why didn't they go to another primary DC character like Wonder Woman? And it's not misogyny because we love Wonder Woman, but why didn't they go to Wonder Woman,
The first one,
or why we like even if you don't like Gal Gadot? I mean, not just the way it was played, because apparently a lot of folks aren't really criticizing how she played the role. She played the role the way she was told to, and she did a pretty good job of it, allegedly. But I haven't seen the movie. But it's not that. And all these memes of her looking like Chaka or whatever that, that's unfair and mean.
I watched Land of the Lost just the other day just to reacquaint myself with Chuck. And I'm like, he does look. Or the kid from Mad Max, Beyond Thunderdome.
Yeah,
that little wild kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. She is an ugly woman. I'm sorry. She's okay, I guess,
right.
but she's not pretty.
She's a shiny nickel or maybe a 6 when she's smiling and she's got her makeup on. In the movie, she didn't wear makeup. She had like a almost a unibrow thing going on. She was constantly. She looks more like a bad guy than a hero. And the whole idea of being a hero is actually being somebody other people would aspire to be. And she's not that at any point in this movie.
I agree with that. And I think that's okay, though. Deadpool's not a hero. Lots of people aren't heroes. You know what I mean?
Well, Deadpool.
He has heroic moments all through.
Yeah,
he has heroic moments all through his movie. He goes above and beyond for people he doesn't have to in that movie. Yes, he's an anti-hero. We understand that. He always was, and he's funny as shit, and we understand.
Oh,
that
he
too.
is definitely.
But Deadpool was never. They even what's his name, the Russian. I mean, they're constantly telling him that you can be better, you can be a hero, and he doesn't want to be a hero, But then he has these heroic moments where he sacrifices himself, like in practically every movie. But of course, then there's an underlying thing where he wanted to die anyway, so he could be with Marina Baccarin. And
right.
Yeah. Oh no, he almost,
which might be worth it. No, I'm just kidding.
Marina
Baccarin is not that pretty. She's pretty, but she's not that pretty.
I think she's
not kill yourself pretty.
I don't think anybody is kill yourself pretty.
Wow.
Michael, you would think the money they're losing has to make a difference soon, but doesn't seem to. They just keep making one bad movie after another when it comes to superheroes.
They needed to add into the storyline, I think, and it would have helped a lot. Is all right. We understand she's a mess because of her background, because of what's happened to her.
Sure.
And they needed to explain that more, what she actually experienced, why she was the way, what I mean? It's just intimated. It's never really explained, but fine. Okay. They skipped that part. They say there's more to the movie and they cut it out, but they skipped that part. But what happens in a movie is there's a hero arc where they learn that, life goes on, life's worth saving, doing the right thing is worth it. And it gives your life meaning, and you can overcome your tragedies and your backgrounds to be a hero, or at least a better person. And she doesn't even get the hero. She doesn't even get the better person. You know what I mean? She's just still a mess at the end of the movie. So whatever. I mean, look at, they even showed it. They like showing feet in this universe, but she was sitting there barefoot on the top of building or a train or I don't know, and she spray painted. She you ever see that trailer? There's a trailer where it shows that she basically
writing graffiti.
Yeah, she graffitied the whole side of this giant building saying Supergirl, and she's sitting on the building, just sitting there. I think she was drinking at the time. Whatever, and the sad thing is the young women that go that path, or young men too, that go that path, and that's how they react to the tragedies. And we can all look at your history and my history. I mean, we've talked about it on here, but we overcame that. We're not heroes. We're better people.
Well, I think that I hear that. I don't think every movie has to follow that line, though.
It's a superhero movie. No, not every movie has to do that. No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
but it's a superhero movie. Okay,
no, not every superhero movie, even though.
No, well, it was supposed to be. She's a superhero. She's Supergirl.
No,
it's even in the name of the fucking hero. Deadpool doesn't say Super Deadpool. There was Deadpool with guys betting when he would croak, when he would die. I mean, it's that's not what.
No, I agree with all that. That's my point, though, that it doesn't have to be. He doesn't have to have an arc.
Well, it does.
You know what I mean?
It does to people who want to go see Supergirl, and that's why nobody's showing up, because they're not showing up for Supergirl. They're showing up for whatever this thing is that they created.
Right, and that's why it should have been something else. I agree with that. Yeah. That's what I said initially. If they would have had the same exact movie, but not made it Supergirl, it probably would be better received.
Yeah, but it is a Supergirl, and again, that's the criticism. Is that they're doing the DC comic universe, and they just took a beloved character and turned her into that. And some thought they could have maybe done that down the road. But even if they did, they still have to do it better. There still has to be some arc where she's. I mean, because when they were interviewing these people, the actress, what's her face, Millie Alcox, and what's his name, the producer, they were talking.
James Gunn?
Yeah, James Gunn. Yeah, James Gunn. That
he's not the director, is he?
Talking about. They actually talked about. I wish all women could see this, and little girls somebody to look up to, but there was nothing to look up to in this movie. And if that's your idea of the way people should react to tragedy and trauma in your life, and it's somehow empowering to just murder people left and right, that's not a great fucking message. It's a terrible message, actually. I mean, I would have rather she did a lot of nasty stuff at first and then regretted it. And thought about it, regretted it, realized what she was doing was not just self-destructive to everybody around her, but herself and her own soul, and then actually she didn't have to become perfect, I mean, like I said, we love Deadpool, and Deadpool wouldn't kill someone for no fucking reason, or just because they pissed him.
Or Wolverine is another one. Really.
Yeah, but again, neither of them would murder people because for no reason. You know what I mean? Just because they pissed them off, they just kill them. It's just not. No, she's just terrible, awful from everything I've seen.
In the comic book, she leaves and goes into the future, and then she gets into a relationship with Brainiac. In the comic later, she leaves and she hangs out with
at some point,
the Legion, or whatever.
Yeah.
Even in Deadpool in the movie with Wolverine, at the end, thought he was going to die by helping Wolverine, who was also thought he was going to die, to save everybody else. That's a hero arc. You know what I mean? He didn't have to do that, but he did.
Well, he had selfish motivations, though, to an extent.
What were they?
He was worried about his friends.
That's not selfish. That's you're worried about your friends. Isn't
no. I'm just
worried about yourself. Is
people that he cared about specifically. He wasn't trying to save everyone necessarily.
He actually said he was all through the movie. He brought it up. My planet, all the lives. You got to save our planet. You got to save my universe. He actually said that all through the movie. I have it.
He was.
Yeah, I have it too. But he broke out the picture of his friends to explain.
That's who he knows, and that's who's closest to him. So of course he wants to save them. And of course, that's what he's going to bring up, because he doesn't know you or me or everybody else, but he does bring up saving his world
And
many times throughout the movie.
there was no point of saving his friends if the universe is destroyed.
Well, it's a pretty good
No.
point. You
Well,
know,
I
he could
recognize
just
that.
brought him to that universe where they would have been safe with the maniac that's sticking their fingers in everybody's head. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was
Yeah,
creepy.
yeah.
I didn't like her.
Yeah, that was creepy.
I don't think you were
Yeah.
meant to like her.
Yeah,
Weird
no, I mean,
supernova.
yeah. I just kind
That
of
was a
creeped
weird
me
art.
out watching fingers come out. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Oh,
You know where that
Certainly
hand's been. I mean, he's got so
Yeah,
many great
exactly.
lines in that movie. I think I love those movies. I think they're hysterical.
well,
But-
yeah.
But they'd never claimed
Oh, yeah.
to be anything else. He wasn't some altruistic
Right.
superhero. He was a
No.
And
know,
it was,
he was a hitman, for Christ's sakes, and
Right.
an enforcer. You know,
Yeah.
he wasn't meant to be a nice guy, but he was actually almost a nice guy while he was doing it. You know, if he can get away with not murdering the people, he would do it. You know, he'd give him a chance. You know, he'd accidentally kill people, and he'd make a joke out of all the people he did kill. Like he hit the one bullet, and he had to take out the last like 3 or 4 guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not to mention all the bystanders that got killed when they're flipping cars on the freeway and shit.
I like.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying he has zero regard for collateral damage. None.
well, that's true.
Zero.
What's the name of the metal guy, the Russian one, who kept
Oh,
Colossus.
Colossus, who kept
Colossus,
you know
Peter something-to-vitch.
who's like the perfect example of a hero. You know what I mean?
Right,
You don't, you know, and kept
But that's
criticizing
hero.
him and saying you can.
Get up in the hero.
You know what was a good example of a young girl with angst that was nasty, but she did the right thing for the right reasons?
Negasonic?
Yeah, I didn't hate her. I thought she was kind of funny. Negasonic Teenage Warhead or something. Yeah.
Yeah, Negasonic
Oh.
Teenage Warhead. Or something like that.
He made fun of how long the name was. You know?
Oh, yeah.
And the little
She's a lesbian, and she's got the little Japanese girlfriend.
Yeah, she was great.
Hi,
That was-
Wade.
Hi, Wade.
Hi,
Hi.
Wade.
What was her name? There's all kinds of clips that
Yukio.
say
Yukio or something like
Yukio.
that.
Who didn't like Yukio?
Hey, Wade.
You know,
She's adorable. Who did not like you? She was so cute. Hey, Wade.
I might watch
the whole
that
point in that
movie again tonight because that cracked me up. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's a good movie. I watched it several times. And the cab driver, the whole movie was funny. And his friend, the bartender, that guy was hilarious.
And the guy that deserved to die, the one that was preaching the fire and the brimstone, and we're going to be better than this. We're not going to. The cab driver just runs him the fuck over.
The best character in all of those movies is the blind woman.
Oh, she's
Oh, yeah.
Leslie Uggams.
Hilarious, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty funny. No, the whole movie, the Deadpool movies are great, but that was the only point I was trying to make. They could have made this goddamn movie and it been a different character, and it probably would have been fine.
He's an anti-hero, but he's a likable anti-hero. You know, he's just sarcastic and whatever, and he's funny and the devil may care. It's just a likable character. Maybe only Ryan Reynolds could have played that role, because a lot of his characters are just like that in the other movies he's been in. And I don't know. I think he's brilliant in those movies. It's awesome. It's way better than the original Deadpool. The original Deadpool, they brought in what movie was that with Wolverine with his brother? And
that was Ryan Reynolds as well.
That was Ryan Reynolds. He played.
It was, but I mean, you didn't know it. He didn't speak. He didn't have a mouth, you know.
Right.
And he had teleportation and all this other.
He needed to shut up. He needed to. He never stopped talking.
We saw the outtake at the end of the movie where he's I guess going through time and he shoots that guy in the head. He also kills himself after saying he's going to do the Green Lantern script. He just comes up behind him and shoots him. Too funny.
That was like Blade. Ryan Reynolds was annoying as shit in Blade Blade 2, I think it was, or Blade 3. Ryan Reynolds was annoying as shit.
But when you interview these
too.
people that produced like that movie, they weren't saying, "Here's a person that I think that's." I hope that small boys watch this movie because here's something they can look up to. No, of course not. That's not what it was.
No.
Oh,
I agree with that.
But very enjoyable and
We'll
profitable. And I'm sure there'll be another one.
Mm-hmm. Like Blackberry Widow in the MCU. I'm just kidding. He meant Black Widow. I know what he meant. No, I understand. The idea of a lot of movies is there's a character arc, but maybe they're character arcing in 2 or 3 movies. Though I'm not trying to stick up for them necessarily. However,
but I am.
MCU. Well, no, they're trying to make an MCU style series. So Supergirl potentially is going to have that arc that you want her to have. You know what I mean? She's going to
all the MCU movies
come around and be a hero.
All right. I'll give you an example. Guardians of the Galaxy, and this was not MCU. This is the same guy. You have
James Gunn. Yeah.
MCU.
The green girl. What's her face?
Gamora.
Gamora.
Gamora,
Not
yeah.
Gamora. That's a giant turtle.
Gamora.
Whatever. Anyway, she at the beginning of the movie, you think she's a bad guy. You know what I mean? And she kind of is.
Yeah.
I mean, she's still working for Thanos, and she's totally about herself. And then she changes throughout. And she goes back to her original self in the next movie because she dies. You know, and they bring her back. So I forget how. But
the different universe.
But there was an arc there. She
Yeah.
changed, and she just became such a likable character on the show. She always had that edge, and but they do that, and there's nothing wrong
Well,
with it.
even when they brought her back from a different timeline, which is how they brought her back, even then she eventually, becomes a better person. She's not the person he wants, but she's better than
My cousin sees the best in people. I see the truth. That's one of the quotes from the movie, and that's just a terrible, horrible mantra to live by.
Yeah,
because her truth clearly is not there's good in people, or she wouldn't have said that. You know what I mean? In other words, I see the truth. There is no good in people. I mean, or most people, at least, if you want to give her some sway on that, that's just a terrible way to live your life. It is.
Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy, by the way, they were all bad people. Every last one of them.
That's true. They were all scoundrels. Yeah.
She actually was working against Thanos. She was undermining him. She was undermining Thanos.
Eventually. Well, I mean, who wouldn't? I mean,
beginning, she was undermining.
Yeah, but who wouldn't? I mean, no. When she was a child, she actually.
I'm talking about
when he first got her. Yeah. But then she grew up and she started to see with her own eyes, versus her sister.
And she volunteered to spare Nova, or Nebula rather.
Nebula, yeah.
That's why she volunteered for a lot of shit to spare Nebula.
Well, and now Nebula hated him too, but for obvious reasons. You know what I mean? Because what he was doing every time she lost a fight to Gamora, he'd replace a piece of her with some kind of technology, so she'd become better at fighting until she became that thing that she is at the end. But she had a multi-movie arc. You know what I mean? She absolutely did. But even in the first movie, you saw that there was a weakness there. There was a softness there. I mean, when they started arguing with, for example, on what's his name's Peter Quill's father's planet. I think that was the second movie.
Earth. Ego.
Right. She made it clear why she hated her sister, which she never really did, was because of the father and how they were treated. And she spells it out, which is great, man. You get, and you kind of
exposition
for the first time, see her side, and understand.
Well, that was her problem, though. The reason that he was doing her the way he did is because he believed she was soft and that she was too nice, and that's why he was modifying her.
But he didn't do it out of love or anything else. It was more of an experiment. Experiment. He was just You know, he
Yeah.
gave no
He was
no
soft
thought
to begin
no
with.
thought to that thing that he was fucking around with, that his soul is the problem.
Right.
That it was a person. That was a person with feelings. It was like a thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and that's how
He was on his way to
you know,
killing half the universe, so he didn't.
so you totally understand her. You know what I mean? Do you agree with how she handled it? Not necessarily. Walk away. Stop fighting with her, and you know your life would get better. You know, dude. You know, whatever. You know, but she, I think, actually loved Gamora. You know what I mean? And she felt
Well,
incredibly betrayed. You know, and Gamora didn't even realize she was doing anything wrong, because all she was doing
Right.
was surviving in
Yeah.
that same household. You know, she
Yeah.
wasn't defeating her sister because she hated her. She's defeating her because she had no choice. And the other one wouldn't see it from that angle. She just couldn't see it from that
Yeah.
angle. And until they hashed it out, I don't know. I kind of like it. Like, and she still has an edge. She's still kind of violent and like that. And again, you understand why. You know,
Yeah.
they all had arcs. Every last one of them. Rocket had an arc. The only one that really didn't have that big of an arc was Groot. You know, Groot is kind of going with the flow.
Groot was good from the
You know what I
beginning.
mean?
Yeah, but he was pretty good from the beginning. You know what I mean? There was no need to really arc
am
him.
Groot.
You know what I mean? He would give up his life right from day one for any one of them. You know?
Yeah, yeah. He was.
You know what I'm saying? There was
I mean-
never a bad Groot. Now he did some fucked up things.
Oh, no, he
the
was
that
bad,
one scene where he spears like a whole hallway of the other guys. You know what I mean? All at once,
Right.
and it slams against the wall and all over the place. It throws it. He turns around and he goes, with a big smile. But he's not.
He has no moral compass.
Well, he's not
He's,
thinking.
he's amoral, in my opinion.
Kind of.
He's a tree.
Kind of. Don't forget they were
plant.
they were coming up to kill you. So there is that. You know, he didn't just reach around and just murder people throughout the movie just because he had that fun. He only ever fought when they were defending themselves. You know.
Sure, fair.
Yeah, not you know what I'm saying? He didn't just kill for
Well,
the
they
hell.
were trying to steal.
So I don't think he was amoral. I just think that he was simple. You know, and there's something likable about that. It's very straightforward. They're bad. They're trying to kill us. I can't worry about the fact that I have to kill them, because not only is it my life, it's everybody around me. And he proved that he was good enough to reach that level where everyone around him meant more than his own life. In the one movie where he protected all of them, knowing
He sacrificed himself, yeah.
Right, to be burnt to a cinder, and he didn't let them stop him, and they couldn't stop him. He was doing it. That was the right thing to do to him. And of course, then he comes back and he's a rebellious teenager, which was just silly. It was kind of fun. It's kind of fun. And I'm looking forward to the next one. We'll see. It looks like Super Groot based on the end of the last movie. The end of the last movie, they're leaning against what looks like a big formation, and it's him. So he's actually growing out to be like Hulk size. And then I mean, that looks like fun. We'll see. You know, as long as the raccoon's in there, you know, we're good.
Yeah.
He keeps this. He keeps it moving.
Yeah, but they were trying to steal from Gamora and Star-Lord, him and Rocket. We're trying to rip them off at the beginning, and they all get arrested.
In the beginning, they were trying to capture Star-Lord.
So they were thieves, and
because Star-Lord
not nice people, not even a little bit.
Well, no, but they were just like everybody else in the movie. They were going after the orb, you know, the Tesseract, and they knew he had it, so that's the only reason they were trying to catch Quill, because they were told to go get him because he had the orb, and they're just two guys they make money no matter how they have to do it. They didn't murder anybody on the way, by the way. Watch the movie. They didn't kill a single person on the way to trying to capture Quill. It didn't work. They didn't get him. Quill was a little better of an adversary than I guess any of them had originally thought. The fact that Gamora didn't get her because she was like an elite, like top of the game
I know
character. You know what I'm saying? But of course they got interfered with by the planetary police,
Nova Corps,
which they should have taken into account if they were so elite when they're trying to. I'm going to capture them by racing through the street, and and using electronic lassos and nets and like that in broad daylight in front of everybody. Not very discreet. It's not very professional.
Well,
but it was funny. It was good.
Quill,
it's good stuff.
Yeah, Quill was half
Celestial.
Celestial, but nobody knew that
Eagle's
at
a
the time.
celestial.
But that's
Yeah.
but none of that celestial shit had anything to do with it. He was equipped. Okay, he had he had the ability to, he had like rocket shoes or some shit, or he had he had ridiculous weaponry or defensive. He was equipped because he was a Ravager.
A Ravager.
So
yeah.
So he had that training. He had that shit from being grown up as a Ravager. So he was no easy, Well, but I'll tell you the biggest thing, and it still bothers me to this day. It's just one little thing, is when the Guardians of the Galaxy and Marvel meet, and you have Martin Downey Jr. there. What's his name? Iron Man, and the Wizard. What's his face? He's there.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange is one of the most powerful. I mean, he took Thor is supposedly the most powerful Marvel superhero, and he had total control over him. There was nothing Thor could do about it. You know what I mean? He's a threat. He had them there, and of course Iron Man. It's a shit, and Spider-Man. And Spider-Man even had that advanced outfit on him. And the fact that Quill got the jump on him and then held him and put a gun to his head. Spider-Man has the spider senses. He has the reflexes. That's the kind of thing that never happened to him. So how did, you know what I mean? He was embarrassing. Because
He was kind of a newbie still, though, wasn't he?
Nah, he'd been doing it on Earth for a long time at that point. Dude, they even show him. They show him capturing, and he was wearing like a sock on his head at the time. This is like way in the beginning, and he's a bad guy trying to rob somebody, and he stops it, and he doesn't hurt a person, and he's like shoots webs, and he locks the guy to the wall. The cops come. The cops put the gun on him, and of course, what are you kidding? I'm the good guy here, and just hops. The guy's got a gun right on him from like 6 feet away. And he's never going to hit him. So the fact that some guy who at the point wasn't using any celestial abilities, because he really wasn't, but he was a human, and was able to not only grab him, but how do you hold that? This is a creature that stops speeding trains without being ripped to shit. Think about it. In the one movie, a web here, and he stops a speeding passenger train without his arms ripping out of their sockets. There's some serious power here to this creature. Catching buses in the air, stopping even in the movies. They didn't do this in the comics. He seemed way stronger, but even in the movies, when they were the Civil War, and what the hell fell down on him, and he just caught it. It's just Bucky came on where he was fighting Bucky and Falcon.
He kicked Bucky.
Both of them kicked their asses. There were nothing there. You know what I mean? It was like and he's talking to them the whole time. That's how, you know what I'm saying? And he grabbed Bucky, came up to him. He goes, "Is that a mechanical arm?" And he grabs it by the wrist, right? And he just turns it over like this and this and looks at it. That is so cool. And that's his source of power. That's what makes Bucky is that arm. I mean, all the rest of him, yes, he's got super soldier shit going on there. You know what I mean? He's kind of strong, but the arm is his advantage. Right, and he's twisting it around like it's nothing, and it's still attached to him, which I just love that scene. And it's kind of funny. But then that movie with the Guardians of the Galaxy, all of a sudden, he wasn't the same guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? He wasn't the same superhero.
He was out of his element, and he was scared of Mantis.
Scared of everything. Don't lay your eggs inside of me. You're right. And that's a 17-year-old being freaked out by alien creatures, and also believable.
Yeah.
But Peter Quill is just a human guy in a leather
Never been
jacket.
out of Brooklyn.
Peter Quill was a human in a leather jacket. You know what I mean? There was no fear there. There was just all of a sudden he lost his abilities. Now he does show up on that same rocket when they kill Thanos' wizard. What the fuck his name was? The guy that kicked the shit out of
Black Jack or Black something.
Whatever it is.
He controlled metals, if I'm not mistaken.
So the superhero with which is a kind of funny ironic thing there, because the superhero with the most alleged superhero with the most the least amount of experience and a kid is the one that took out someone who took out like he was a child. He was that much better than
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange is the Grand Megas or whatever they fucking call it, supposedly. You know what I mean? He totally blew him.
Supreme.
Yes, yeah, Supreme, and this
Supreme,
thing,
yeah.
whatever he is,
Sorcerer
just
Supreme.
really had no problems handling him at all. So that's a pretty cool thing, I think.
Here's a question.
In this story, I mean, he tricked him basically to kill him, but just by blowing a hole in the side of his ship and sending him out into space.
Yeah.
But and that was his idea. But it doesn't matter. He's dead now.
Yeah, I don't think that Peter Quill is normal human though.
But no, he's not.
Even in the comic books.
No, he's not. You're right. And he wins his fights, and he also loses some. You know what I mean? He's not. He's just not. Spider-Man has spider senses. People can't shoot him because they miss. Not because he's bulletproof. They can't hit him because he's too fast. He's got the spider senses, and somehow that happened. And then as soon as it happened, the Spider-Man should be super fast when you think about it. If he's that powerful, and he's got that kind of elevated senses around him, he would be incredibly fast reacting to anything. And someone puts their arm around his neck, he'd have the power to pull his arm out. Seriously. He would. He could stop a moving train full of people. And you know what those things look like in the city? They're like a mile long, these things. Well, they're not that long, but they're pretty fucking, that's a lot of weight. And he stops it. So some guy puts your arm around your neck.
Well, I got a question.
And he's gone. Plus his suit was bulletproof. It was shielded and bulletproof anyway.
Was that pre-snap or post-snap?
Post.
So I thought maybe that changed him.
Changed him out.
I don't know.
He continued to live his life. Pre-snap is still him. Post-snap is still him with more experience. He should have been better than he was in the previous movie. Yeah. Not worse. But he was. Don't get me wrong. He and again, I'm being critical. I enjoyed those movies. Yeah, I enjoyed that kid playing the role. Is it the classic Spider-Man? No, but I liked it. It's pretty cool. Didn't turn him into a complete a-hole. Or some message line, or something.
Yeah, my favorite line in that scene is, where's Gamora? Better yet, who's Gamora? Better yet, why is Gamora?
Why is Gamora? Yeah, they show that a lot on the internet.
Yeah. And that was just an ad.
Honestly, if you watch the movies, the joke was already getting tired.
I know, right?
Because half of what he said to her was insulting. You know what I mean? He just wouldn't stop. He would die to protect her, but it took him a long time to start liking her.
That was Batista's first really big film. He did a pretty good job in there.
Yeah, Batista. Yeah, he's a vocal leftist, by the way.
Yeah,
which is fine. He still plays good roles in violent movies, whatever that means.
Yeah.
But
so is Mark Ruffalo.
He's a fucking asshole, dude, and he's a supporter of the DSA. He's actually been interviewed on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
These elitists, multi-$100 million assholes, are perfectly ready to let socialism become the norm, and he actually believes in it, and because we have to after all this time. And are you kidding me? This is the most successful country in the history of this planet, and I don't say that lightly, because you had the Roman Empire, you had the Greeks, you had the Ottomans, you had the Mongols, but as far as the prosperity of the individual in a bordered country, and there's over 330 million of us here, and we have paved roads. I mean, things that we take for granted every day is every human being in these 330 million people either lives at near, in my idea, 10 miles, 50 miles is pretty near to a major facility like a hospital or whatever. You'd like to be, the closer the better, but that's certainly accessible because we have a great system. It gets clogged, don't get me wrong, but people move out of the way for ambulances. They don't have to, you know what I mean? We do have controlled roads. In other words, people do pull over, and when they don't, they get arrested. By the way, so I mean, in all that, it's a functioning society where the majority of even the folks that are struggling live better than 90% of the rest of the planet. I'm sorry, and it's huge, and the facilities are everywhere, and the roads are everywhere, and the electric is everywhere. It's unparalleled for this, and not the and the military power is just ridiculous over the rest of the world, and we're not oppressors. You don't think if the United States wanted to, we could have just invaded Iraq and been done with it in 45 days? Or Iran, I'm sorry, just like we did to Iraq. Actually, Iran would have been easier.
Yeah.
Because before, yes, we bombed them before Iraq, but not to the extent of what Trump has done to that country. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But nobody wants that. I don't want that. I am not a proponent of that. Not even a tiny, tiny bit. I'm just saying, if we were that country, fuck, who would stand up to us, honestly, without threatening the survival of the entire planet? Nuclear holocaust.
Yeah.
Who could conventionally stop that?
But right now,
do that, dude. We pull back from countries. We pull back from the Philippines. They run they're sorry. They're way poor. They're coming around now. They're doing a lot better now, but they have really good relations with the United States, Australia. It's open trade and so on and so forth. They're a very westernized Asian nation, which is pretty cool. That's what we'd like to see.
Right.
They don't have to be us. They just don't have to want to kill us. That'd be great. You know, we'll do business with you, and you guys live your life, and God bless them. I clearly have nothing against people from other races, you know, or it's not that, it's the cultures. You know, it's the dominance of one specific political or religious aspect of the region and where they live. It's not even, and that crosses racial lines. You know, look at it. Look at Iran. You know, I mean, they're Shia Muslims. The majority of that country is not Shia Muslim. They're Persians, you know, to begin with, and they're subjugated.
Yeah.
So who's in power? And they want to erase Israel. Do you think they really care about Hezbollah or the Houthis?
No.
If Israel collapses, they're right in there.
Oh, yeah.
They do it themselves, but they know they get their asses kicked. Just like what happened to Egypt, just like what happened to Jordan, the 7-Day War, all that stuff. And especially now, because with Trump, they know that they have all the support on the planet. You know what I mean? I'll tell you what, and that was the cause, in my opinion, as long as I'm talking bullshit politics out of the top of my head, is what happened on October, what is it, 7th? 6th?
Yeah.
October
7th.
When they invaded Israel for no never any stated reason. They just did it.
Yeah.
And the reason was, all the previous history. Where they have representation all over the world, different organizations, UN, this and that, you know, they weren't being murdered. You know, it was all arguments over access and wealth and whatever, but you work these things out. You know, they were actually offered autonomy twice.
Yeah.
Turned it once after Arafat, they turned it down. They wanted it all.
Yeah.
You don't belong here because in the 1940s, early days, Britain called this, you know, decided to created the region of Palestine, you know, which, by the way, because they talk about it like it being a people, and it's not. That's why what's his face, that comedian, said it's not even a thing. Palestine, the word Palestine was invented by the Romans, but the people that lived in that region, which were dominantly Jewish. You know, it was Judah.
Yeah.
So there was a bit of anti-Semitism. Sorry, my British friends, at the time, and they swayed to the side of the Muslims, the Palestinians, alleged Palestinians, which are not. I mean, just a mix of different peoples that nobody else wanted. And I'm sorry, but that's absolutely true. Look at Jordan did to them. How many did they kill? Like 60,000. I mean, they were not wanted anywhere. This whole thing,
No.
people without a land, it could be easily fixed. Egypt's got way more land than they do population. So, you know what I mean? They're a pretty good sized country, and they've got plenty of decent adjacent to Nile River basin. They could be relocated to places where they could survive. Nobody wants them. I'm telling you, that's and Israel actually offered them that. Not good enough. Want it all from the river to the sea. People say they don't even know what river they're talking about, or even what sea, for that matter. It's pretty funny. So, in other words, it's okay genocide of the Jews. Is okay.
Yeah,
They're
it's
calling it
amazing. They
genocide
want
of them, but it's okay.
of
to
them, but
say,
yeah.
where they can actually, before all this started, and actually probably still now, with the right documentation, they work in Israel. Palestinians' jobs greatly stem from Israel. They go through the border. They have steady identification, whatever. They make money. I mean, there's comes, they get paid less, and there's always those kinds of arguments and problems and things. But you know what you don't do? You don't just march across the border and start murdering men, women, and children.
Yeah,
It's disgusting. And anybody that supports their cause is just fucking deluded. And it's, you watch the gay rights folks, and God bless them, they're entitled to their opinion. But I'm sorry, what are you marching for? Are people who openly murder people because they're like you? Oh, well, I guess you believe in their God-given right. Why don't you go there and protest? See what happens.
It's
just idiotic. Their culture and our culture does not mix and never will mix. And those same gay rights activists could actually get a passport and go to fucking Israel without a single problem. I mean, you know what I mean? But they're the bad guys. It's just
and I saw an interview with from a young reporter that I don't know if he's like, I think he's like, half Arab, half Jew, and so he can, but he's he's Jewish by nationality is what he chooses. But he went into Gaza, or into Gaza. Was it Gaza? Yeah.
Yes.
And he went in there and he says, "There's
Gaza Strip."
Gaza Strip. Okay. He says there are a bunch of American that are marching in support of you. He says, they're gay Americans. Says, would you like them to come over here? And I said, no, we'll kill them if they come over here.
This actually happened.
Yeah, he interviewed him.
I didn't hear about that. I've always just been hyperbole. So you're
no, they said they don't want them. They would kill them. They're not. It's not. It's
clear they'll kill them. There's all kinds of videos of them killing them, and they don't get prosecuted because it's an affront to their God.
But they said this reporter asked, and he didn't ask one or two. I mean, he asked men and women both. They were all saying the same thing. We do not want.
Hey, look, their culture may take a couple of generations to lighten the fuck up, with the death of the infidel. But nobody is exterminating them, and I'm tired of that. I'm tired of hearing about that. Tired of hearing.
Yeah.
Because Israel, if they wanted to, they would have been exterminated a year ago. I'm tired of that. It took so long. It took so many, and every time there was tragic, friendly fire, not friendly fire, but
civilians.
That's not their intent. And if it was, there'd be no civilians to talk about. They would flatten it.
Yeah.
There'd be nothing anybody could do. Even Iran was starting when they, jumped in. They're shooting missiles and they're shooting 90% of them down. Just, dude.
Oh, I know.
It was just, and you know what happened, right? Because Trump was in the middle of the Accords. He actually was supposed to within the next 2 weeks sign the Accord with Saudi. Saudi, that's a big deal. I think Saudi was in it.
Yeah, Saudi was.
Any of them is a big deal.
They backed away
because what they're signing to is recognizing Israel as a sovereign nation.
Yeah.
That
is historical.
After centuries, or at least we'll just say century.
Yeah.
How about forever? How about forever? But we can't worry about that. We got to worry about now. And that's a country, and it's a free country with a democratic country. Yes, they have ways of avoiding elections under duress of war, but all countries have that. And it's unfortunate because this position that they've lived in for decades is being under a state of war. They're not invading anybody. They're not. They're not expanding. They're just having missiles randomly launched into their country. But again, somehow they're the bad guy.
They're the bad guys. Yep.
You have issues with how the Palestinians are treated. You take it to the UN. You work this all out in the world. They have a world court. They have all kinds of shit like that. That would never happen. It was Al Akbar because they didn't want that because never mind. Anyway, it's all Western justice. It's ours. Get the fuck out, and you should all die. You should all die. It just.
And the thing was, it wasn't theirs from the beginning. And
there's people in this country waving flags. And
I know.
And you know what the biggest, allegedly, according to this one video, I watched the video. I'm like, Artie, I watched the video. I know everything now. What was I just talking about? The reason that, in his opinion, he was an analyst. It was a Democratic analyst, Democrat Party. Or was he open? I don't know. Anyway, he said that the reason that they won the way they did, according to the the information after the election, the biggest thing was their position on Palestine. How is this in which really amounts to a national election because they're becoming House Representative seat holders.
All right. I'm going to get ready to cook a steak. I'll see you guys later.
Takes my breath. It really does. Enjoy your steak, sir.
Yes. Enjoy your steak.
Medium rare?
Yeah.
Medium rare? What kind of steak was it?
Later. Well, it's going to be a ribeye. I bought a bunch of ribeyes.
Of course.
Okay.
He's the ribeye guy.
It's my favorite. Well, it's my favorite. I'll settle for something else if the price is right.
But yeah.
Do you like filet?
Otherwise,
You like tenderloin? It's not flavorful enough for you.
No, ribeye is my number one, and then I'll go to
a ribeye's
like New York strip if I have to.
Well, you see again because those are more flavor. I mean, fillets are just a good one, melt in your mouth. Tender and just nice. But those other ones have more of a steak flavor to them. They have more of a
more fat.
Ribeyes are very flavorful cut of meat for whatever reason. It is.
Yeah.
And a sirloin, like you said, is also, but not nearly as tender as a ribeye or a fillet.
Right.
But if cooked properly in a high grade of meat, still a nice thing to eat. Any steak, if you can slice to it diagonally and put it on a couple, some bread and eat it, it's done right. Yeah, he's tired of me. Whatever. That's the right way.
Yeah.
Happy 4th of July.
That's been a good one. I enjoyed the video, Bill. I did.
Yeah.
Throwing up a joint at night. What the hell? What's the big deal?
Yeah.
Spider said, look at the shit we talk about on this stupid stream.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Spider Sense doesn't work when there is no action. Is not an actual threat. It doesn't work when his friends try to surprise me. Yeah, that's all great, but he was in the middle of a fight with aliens. I believe his Spider Sense should have been working at that point.
Yeah,
he was terrified and in the middle of a fight with aliens. The Spider Sense should have been ripping. I'm sorry, what?
And they had met the Guardians of the Galaxy at that point.
Did he? I did. To me, and I love those movies, but to me that that bothered me. And it's not just because I like the character in the comics, because I do. I like Spider-Man.
Right, yeah.
It's not just that. It's because but it is because of that, because I know a little something about the character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal. Yeah. It's just a point in the movie.
It's one of them.
Me a little. He only got free because they figured out they were on the same side. Yeah. But the fact that he just took him like that and was able to hold him like that is just silly. And on top of it, Peter's wearing a suit. He had that
That is,
alien
yeah, exactly.
super suit on. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely didn't. They screwed the pooch on that one. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. That
Just
was.
a small thing.
It's a
But you
small
know what? They
thing,
had
but
no
it's
choice because they had to stop the fight somehow. And that's how they chose to do. So they can have their confrontation and say stupid, silly jokes and shit, and then realize they're on the same side.
yeah. Well, and maybe Peter didn't realize that maybe he was scared of the gun because it's a space gun.
Well, it's just far from his head, so yeah, I'd imagine he would be.
Yeah.
But
So
the fact that he actually got him and held him and put the gun,
yeah, got him in the first place. Yes,
he should be
exactly.
quick enough, and strong enough, fast enough, whatever. Plus, that suit, if Quill should have automatically shielded his head. By the way,
Yes.
there's
Yeah.
another plot hole. By the way, because
Yeah,
it's actually a kind of armor, and
Right. It is. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if it would have worked or not, but it would have come up. But
Yeah.
it'd certainly be helpful in a ricochet. If Peter was
Yeah.
in the process of throwing Peter through the side of the ship,
Right. Yeah.
which you would be able to do. You know what I mean? He throws buses. Peter Quill might be 220, might be 210 pounds on a good day. You could launch him like a rocket ship right out the side of the.
Yeah.
It would. I don't. And even if Quill was strong, he wouldn't be able to stop that. He's not as strong as that guy. That's just silly. Now, in his God mode, which he didn't have because he was half human, sure, he
Right.
could do anything. I understand
Yeah.
that. But A, he didn't even know he was.
Right. Yeah.
And B, he had only limited access to it.
Right. Yeah.
It really seemed like he only had it when he was around his father.
Yeah. I wasn't. I didn't like.
It saved his life. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a little arc. It's an explanation as to why he didn't die in the first movie when he held
Yeah.
the Tesseract in his hand.
Right. Yeah.
Even then, he needed help from his comrades who all
comrades, yeah.
selfishly. I mean, that's a big scene where they're all sacrificing
yeah.
themselves to help him, and apparently it works. But even godlike powers, that's how powerful that Tesseract is. Of course, he was only half god, but still.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Right. And
that's an explanation. That's impossible. Came out of what's his face.
Yeah.
And
Drax. Yeah.
I told you we're the Guardians of the Galaxy, bitch. Of course, we had to turn it into 20th century lingo and whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
24. But it was still funny.
I didn't like the guy. I didn't like his dad in the second one.
Well, who would? He was a douche. He was a dick.
Yeah.
He was a celestial. He's not the only celestial. There's a bunch of them. They're not doing what he was doing.
Oh yeah.
He was a dick.
Right. Yeah.
You saw the cave full of the dead babies, right?
Oh yeah.
It's just kind of silly. By the way, godlike powers. There's no bones. You know what I mean? That was just a plot. If you really wanted to look at that, why? And what did they do? Carry the bones down to the basement? Did he transport them? Well, when he snapped his finger, instead of that, you don't have him to keep a basement full of evidence down there. What do you do? Sniff him at night? I mean, why did he need that? It's just kind of a silly plot hole.
It was, yeah.
But it doesn't mean the movie wasn't fun, because it was. It was great.
Well, yeah, it was. Yeah, exactly.
They cracked me up all through. Not to be taken seriously to me. That's why I think it's funny when they cross over Guardians over to Marvel. Because even though Marvel is still ridiculous when you think about it in the whole human sphere of things.
You mean the Avengers?
People have, at least there's a storyline. They're kind of taken seriously. There's some backstory, whether it's from another planet, which we got to accept, as part of the, but they actually have storylines and they're written in. Guardians of the Galaxy is just frenzied fun, and foolishness.
It is, yeah. It's just
they would be dead so many times in these movies, you know what I mean? And they constantly win, and you expect them to win. Why would you have a movie if they didn't? I understand that. You don't make movies to the people that die halfway through. It hurts. It hurts viewership in the second half of the movie.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, people get up, and walk out. Yeah,
and I get that, but it doesn't matter. It's a fun romp, and you enjoy it. You know,
It is, yeah. I
Doesn't
like
take-
I like the scene where Rocket and the blue guy, what's his name? It was in the second when when they get captured by the other or well when
You're talking
all
about
of his guys
Adam.
no. The blue guy wore had the he whistled and had the arrow that went everywhere. What's that character?
Oh, that's Michael, the actor's. What the fuck's his name?
Well, anyways,
yeah.
I like the scene where they're all in that control center, Rocket and Groot and him, and I like the music that plays in
Oh,
that.
what when they killed everybody on the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the part
Yeah.
you like. Bodies
Yeah.
flying everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I like the music. That's the thing. I really enjoyed the music. That
Oh,
was
dude, it was the
I
whole
thought the
thing.
music was perfect for
The
that.
whole. You're right. The whole thing, the music, the tone of it.
Yeah.
It was.
Yondu, Lon says.
It's somehow.
Yeah, Yondu. That's it.
Yondu. Thank you. You are
Yeah,
absolutely.
isn't that the guy that played the commish?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
No. It's what's his name?
No, the guy that played the commish was the guy who played the thing in
Oh, yeah, I got them mixed up. Yeah, another one,
in the first
yeah.
two Fantastic Four movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Michael
Yeah.
Rooker. Michael Rooker. He's in a million things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michael Rooker. He's a good actor. I mean, he is what he is. He's a tough guy.
Look at me, everybody.
Tough
I'm
guy.
Mary Poppins.
Tough guy actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it when with that music. God, what the hell is that song now?
I just said that, Don, but there's a delay. Michael Rooker. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yondu, close enough.
Yeah.
I like him.
But yeah.
And of course he becomes heroic at the end. There was a definite arc there.
Oh yeah.
You saw it coming though. He even smiled.
Yeah.
He smiled in the first movie when he knew, because he knew that it wasn't going to be in there. He wouldn't have opened it, because opening it could kill him. So he knew it wasn't. He knew it wasn't in there, and it's a gremlin thing, and he's smiling. Never wanted him dead. He's putting on a show, and you're showing that right in the first movie. Yeah. And of course, the arc is he saved his life from Space Dad.
Yondu from Ego.
Ego. Yeah. And actually cared about him, but had to treat him like a Ravager, because that's the life they led.
That's the life of the Ravager. Yeah.
Yeah. And actually, it was his actions that got him kicked out. So he's actually a true hero, as badass as he was in that movie.
Right.
As far as that kid's concerned, he's a true hero.
Yeah.
Because that was his life, and he had to keep living anyway, like a Ravager, even though he wasn't considered part of them anymore. Didn't have the prestige or whatever. There's a definite advantage being part of the big group,
Yeah.
And kept going, all because of this kid, because they thought he was trading in children.
Yeah.
I think he delivered some before that. I don't know. I forget. He just didn't know.
Yeah, he might. Yeah.
And he found out what happened.
What happened, and that's when he wouldn't deliver Quill. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a great line, Don. He may be your father, but he ain't your daddy, boy. Yep.
Yeah.
For good or bad, whatever kind of dad he was, they survived in the environment in which they were in, and did pretty well. And he didn't do wrong by him, man. He let him get away more than once. It was.
Yeah.
And tried to. That got him captured, because he wanted to settle. They're idiots. They're talking about how much it was, and it was 250 instead of $500,000 or $1 million.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Whether a quarter's bigger than a half or
Oh
half.
yeah.
A third.
Left and a half, or whatever it was, and they were just not realizing it was a pretty good amount of money, and you didn't have to murder these people, because that's what would have happened to them if they got turned in. Take the money, and not kill them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there would be an investigation because people did know who they were because they'd already been involved with the Nova Corps and all that. And you know what I'm saying? Their
Right. Yeah.
disappearance
Yeah.
just may bring some heat. It's not a bad
Yeah.
way to think. And they didn't do anything to them. So you're making a good chunk of change and you're moving on. Nope. Because they were idiots. But
You know the guy.
he didn't have to do that shit.
You know the actor that played Adam was the annoying cousin in the Dawn Trader and
I think Adam in the comics was more powerful than this Adam, by the way.
oh yeah he would this Adam wasn't near as
But
powerful, but
he's pretty fucking powerful. He can still fly
Yeah.
out of space and save people and shit. He's Superman, but he's not Superman. You know what I'm saying?
right.
He had been shit knocked out of him by people with magic and this and that. And he's kind of but he's actually he became a very because he's innocent. You know the things he was doing because he was told to do so by his
Right. Yeah.
mother or whatever. Yeah, his mother. What he looked who he looked upon like his mother. And
Well,
so
Superman's
he's gonna be
vulnerable
handy
to
to have
magic.
he's gonna be handy to have around. You know, I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna and it allows them to write a more powerful enemy.
Yeah.
By having somebody like that on the team. Because I mean,
Yeah.
think about it. If he was on their team in the past, the movie would have lasted a half an hour. You know what I mean? You'd just be flying right through these people's ships.
Yeah.
It would just be over. So first of all, they had to make him a little weaker than the comics book. Adam, that was a must, and vulnerable. Nearly dies. You know.
Yeah.
But still handy to have around. Something
Well,
that
you know,
fly at that speed and hit that hard. Yeah,
Wasn't it? Didn't they use magic against him or something? Was that it?
they did. They used some kind of
Yeah.
force thing and
And see that's the thing. Superman is vulnerable to magic as well.
It's got to be very powerful magic. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
There's been, and maybe I'm making it up in my mind, but I think there's been times when I've seen a fight between his will to resist and his strength versus their cosmic ability or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But not anymore. They don't do that in the movies anymore. If somebody has that kind of ability, they're the king. I mean, and I think so where they broke it a little bit because really they made what's your name, Gene.
Here's Donald.
Hi, Don. Hey, it's just wonderful to see you. The kids are happy. Oh, it's beautiful.
Grandkids just went home a few minutes ago, and oh my God, it's a long day.
And now you're at the club there cleaning up.
Yep, finishing up here.
Yeah.
But yeah, start off the day cooking burgers and dogs and.
Doing where are you doing that? Here?
Oh, that was a home.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that's what we did. That's what we did. I mean, that's a tradition, I guess, right? Hamburgers and hot dogs. That's what my wife.
Yep.
She threw on the
We usually
barbecue.
have a bunch of people come over. We didn't have nearly the crew that we normally have come over.
Yeah.
We probably ended up with maybe 20 people.
Yeah, but you're better people
Right.
than we are because we don't have anybody ever come over. It's not like people don't like us and they're not nice to us. We just don't care to have them over. You know,
All
work
this
on the
talk
on
about,
the yard and buy tables and tents and
Oh, yeah.
umbrellas and chairs and never fill them.
I was just gonna say,
psychopathy there.
all this talk about Guardians of the Galaxy and Spider-Man and all that, it reminds me of there's this comedian, short, fat comedian. I can't remember his name, a nerdy comedian. Anyway, he has a thing in his book that his dad asked him, how do you kill a werewolf? Any way you fucking want to. They don't exist.
Good point.
You just make it whatever's expedient for the story. That's how you do it.
Valid point.
Yeah. I mean, they don't talk about the fact that a bazooka would probably kill a werewolf, I would imagine. You know, it would rip him in half and shit. And be difficult for him to go chasing after people.
Yeah.
You know, as pieces and parts.
But yeah, what I was saying earlier about the spider sense works outside of Peter Parker And if it knew that Peter Quill was not an actual threat, it would not have worked against him.
Yeah, but he was in the middle of a fight with aliens. His spider senses
The
would have been
spider-
going
it's a-
off. His spider
If the
senses go
spider
off.
sense knew, if the spider sense knew,
The
that-
fight would have been going on for a little bit already. He'd already crawled away from what's her face, in total
Well,
panic
maybe
and
his
fear.
spider
His
sense
in
doesn't
total
see anyone.
panic and fear.
but
Don't lay your eggs in me. Don't lay. So his defensive skills
that
naturally
was
should have just
that
went
was Peter-
boing.
that was Peter Parker. If the spider sense, because spider sense acts outside of Peter Parker, it is not. He is
So
not
he
part of
didn't.
him.
So you're saying it was that smart that it knew that these people weren't a threat,
I'm saying it could have.
even
that would
though
explain it.
even though they were fighting.
If you remember in the No Way Home Spider-Man,
I
he
don't
was
think it's
knocked
that smart.
out. He was knocked out of his body by Doctor Strange, and
Right.
the body, the spider sense, was still moving the body to.
Well, that's because
avoid-
it's connected to him. It's connected to him in a way
Yeah,
that was beyond beyond the wizard's ability to separate.
Well, the fact
Plain
it
and
was
simple.
not connected to him. It is separate from Peter Parker. He removed Peter Parker's soul from his body. For instance,
Yeah, but he still was
the
able to
spider
control
sense
the
was
body.
still-
The
the
point
spider
is,
sense was controlling the body. Because he says, "How are you
but
doing this?"
how did the
Peter Parker.
spider sense know what Peter Parker wanted to do? I mean, there was a connection. Do you understand what I'm saying?
He asked, "How are you doing this?" And Peter Parker says, "I'm not."
That's true. He does say that. Yeah.
Oh, he was totally out of control of the body and was doing it on his own. That's interesting.
Yeah. The spider sense. was
If you
doing
read
its
the
own thing.
comics,
Yeah,
lo-
that's
a-
that's I never looked at it like that. So that actually does identify his spider sense as a separate
if you read the comics, they have
symbiotic but separate entity because
they
still exists to protect him. So it's symbiotic.
right. It does, but it is a separate entity. If you read comics, they have a poker game, and they never invite Spider-Man because they think the spider sense would give him too much of an edge. But because they're all his friends, it would not. The spider sense would not
Yeah.
help him in a poker game because
All right,
it's
so,
not
I mean,
real
they
danger.
changed it. I mean, because clearly in fights against his lifelong friends and best friends, like Green Goblin and his son and all that stuff, his spider sense has saved his life in both those movies. And he was
Yes.
fighting people he loved and cared about. And like you said, it's not them; it's the spider sense. It's sensing. What
And,
they're doing.
and once again, I go back to how do you kill
Yeah.
a werewolf?
Yeah, so it kind of makes your it actually makes your point because
way
he
you
was
want to,
able
they
to
don't
defend
exist.
against people he cared about, and all through it, he's begging them not to do what they're doing, and they end up killing themselves, like Green Lantern, for example. He knew he needed help. He didn't want to kill him. That's another reason to like that hero, by the way.
Oh, I love Spider-Man.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's got to be one of my favorites.
Spider-Man's
He's a-
been my top.
He's a kid, but he's actually the definition of a hero. In my world, anyway.
One of my favorite comic books as a kid, and it's one that my brother had, and he handed it down to me, was Elastic Man.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Not the guy from
Is that because he could brag about how big his wanker is? He could just
yeah, no,
Elastic, not Plastic Man.
maybe it was Plastic Man. He was
I only remember the name. I know nothing about. I mean, is he just the same as
No,
no, he's a different.
Mr. Incredible.
or any of them? Stretch Armstrong. I mean, what is he like? Is he? Well, I'm talking.
It might
What
have been
about the
Plastic Man.
Marvels?
Yeah, I think it was
What's in the
Plastic
Marvels?
Man,
What the hell's
Okay, Plastic Man is DC.
right?
Right. Yes.
And-
yes.
Plastic Man is a lot like Deadpool in the fact that
Yeah.
he doesn't. He kind of operates outside of reality,
Okay.
Yeah.
but Plastic Man has taken on Superman and won.
So he's powerful. All right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not.
But
that's
but
not,
he's
that's
it's
not the
always
scientist
comedy.
Keith Richards or whatever the hell his name is.
Reed
what's-
Richards.
Was it
Reed
Reed
Reed Richards? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that kind of power. He just stretches like a son of a gun. He's
Yeah,
strong.
no,
Don't get me wrong.
Plastic Man was
He
very.
has superhuman strength, but
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
not.
Plastic Man could create keys and stuff like he could do things with his body.
Sounds sexy.
He
Oh, yeah,
could
he-
sort of do stuff like, well, he could create anvils and hammers like what's his name does, Green Lantern does. But
Yeah.
he did it with his actual stretchy body. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see them making a movie like that.
And it was very comedic.
It was very comedic. That's why it was one of my favorites.
Can you imagine they make that movie?
That was
Oh shit!
that was probably one of my first DC comics to read. It. My first comic I ever read was actually an Ivanhoe comic, because that was
I don't remember my earliest comics, to be honest with you. I know I had Spider-Man comic books like way from the get, early on, like I think it came out in the '60s, early whatever. I was young, very young. I was a Batman fan, but I don't recall having Batman comic books. But we had other ways to see Batman. First of all, I had a Batman Bank. We had Batman toys. There was a Batman TV show. I might have gotten a couple of comic books as a kid. I just don't remember. You know.
Yeah.
But
I never really got new comic books. I always got hand-me-down comic books. I always got garage sale comic books.
Well, that's a smart way to do it. You know?
Yeah.
Although
my mom would buy
I'm a
me
little
the
older than you, but they were pretty fucking cheap, even for then. You know, a quarter was a quarter for Christ.
You can say comic books were cheap, but they were not as cheap as my dad.
Yeah, you got to be able to find a quarter in somewhere, you know.
Now she was an adopted grandma, and she got every year for my birthday, she would give me a subscription to Mickey Mouse comic books.
No.
So
and of course that was like probably $100 a month even back then.
Yeah, well, it was. I don't know. Yeah. So.
Actually, probably back then it was probably a good deal, because they were
I think was it Gold Key that did those?
I don't know, but if it had Disney licensing on it, there's extra.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, it was actual. Yeah, it was
even
Mouse
then, but then it's not like now. Now they're just insane. I mean, they you want me to look up and see what the price is for a family pass if you live in Florida, because we get a discount.
Yeah.
For a day, if you want to go to, say, Universal and Disney World, because I've done that a couple times over the course of my life. But years ago, before I came to Florida, really, actually, not after. I went once after for Billy, because he came down.
How far is Disney World from where you live? 2
hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if that. Depends on the traffic. Yeah, it's outside of it's kind of Kissimmee, but it's way out there on the fringe of Kissimmee. It's like directly west of Orlando. So from my dad's, you go up 192 the whole way until you get to what is it? Oh, I can't think of the name anymore. Universal Drive. You just take that right up into it, and you go through all the parks that way. You go to the water park. I had a water park pass for a couple years. What you do is I used to buy the sundown one, because I worked anyway during the day, and it was like $35, you know what I mean, a person back then. So it was worth it. Even if I went a couple times, which I did. That's what I did a couple times. That was it. Well, I think the last year I went once and I said, yeah, I'm not doing it anymore, because it really, that was the cost of going there for the day.
Well, it's like Silver Dollar City,
but they've
changed.
If they changed,
if you went there like before the 1st of June, and you could buy a year pass, for cheaper than you could buy just a 1-day pass.
Yep.
You'd get a whole year.
Actually, I believe
I don't believe anybody would buy the day.
No, I believe that you'd buy your day
one
ticket.
Person is that stupid.
Yeah, you'd buy your day ticket, and then they would give you an upgrade to a season pass for a small amount more.
Season pass. Yeah.
It was less than one other trip to get a season pass.
Exactly. And because we take my mother up there every year. And
all right.
Oh man,
it's not as bad as I thought. Disney and Credit Pass is an annual pass. Is $16.29. I think that's per person though.
Holy shit!
Yeah. there's a scorer pass, which is Florida residents and Disney Vacation Club members only. That's $1,000 here. So I can get one for $1,000 here. And I'm pretty sure this is just Disney. In fact, this is just Disney World.
Holy shit.
You got to pay more if you want multiple parks.
There is nothing in Disney World or Disneyland that I want to see that I'm going to spend $1,600.
I don't have kids. I'm not. I don't need to take them
Yeah.
every couple of years or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. It's nice. It's fun. It's all right. But fuck. I mean, just how about a daily? How about a daily pass?
Yeah.
See,
We used to go to Worlds of Fun up there in Kansas City.
okay. Standard tickets allow entry to one park per day. Prices there. So this is per person, by the way. All this by date and length of stay, starting at $109 per day for adults. And I'm telling you, that's if you get there after a certain time. If
Yeah.
it's, you know what I'm saying. So, but $100. Let's say it's fine. $109. So four adults would be $436
Yeah. Yeah.
for one park, just to get in the goddamn door.
Yeah, Lloyd, the Zambezi
Park
Zinger was
park
my
entry.
favorite roller coaster up there at Worlds of Fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Judy got up there on that. I was in a wheelchair when we went up there one time, and I couldn't ride any of those rides. They did get me in the thing that goes across the park and back.
Oh yeah, the tram. The
air tram. But
Yeah, the
Judy got
sky
on
letter.
that damn. The one is that the one you're talking about? The one that does the loop?
the Orient Express is one you're thinking of, I think, probably.
So I sat there and I watched all this, and she's.
Which are you in
kids
Disney
convinced
World
her-
or Disneyland in this point? You're in
Huh?
California, right?
No, we were.
Oh no, we're talking about
Worlds of Fun, Kansas
Worlds of
City.
Fun in Kansas City.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
anyway, Judy gets on this thing, and I knew it was her because just as it goes up the first loop and comes around, and then just as it goes in the second loop, I hear it go, "Oh fuck!" I knew it was Judy. There was no doubt about who that was. Everybody goes, "Oh my god!" I said, "Yeah, it's my wife." Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, she speaks her mind. There's nothing wrong with that.
She spoke her mind. There was no doubt about that.
No, I'd rather that than holding it back and then holding a grudge. Absolutely. Get it out.
But that
There's
was so funny. You could
nothing
just
serious.
and it just traveled with that circle, I was like, oh,
nothing is
fuck.
serious enough to be too serious. You just handle it. And
Yeah.
then you have a happy life. That's how things go on.
Yeah.
It's not a big secret. How to stay
So
happy married. You got to pick a good person.
But we went back after I got out of the wheelchair, so I got to go on. Now there's one, I think it's Silver Dollar City. They had one that I think it's the Batman one or something like that, and it went in loop like that. You just kind of hung in those chairs underneath it, and then it did, it's a roller coaster, but instead of being up
That
in a
was
car,
Six Flags, probably.
was that a six?
That might have been Six Flags where you hung. I can't remember, and I know Silver Dollar City had no Batman theme.
Yeah, we had Six Flags in New
Silver Dollar.
Jersey.
Okay, yeah, you might be right. Yeah, it might have been Six Flags because we went to that too.
We had it in New Jersey when I was a kid. Actually, it was there, of course, when I was in Pennsylvania as well. Never went.
Yeah.
Never. I always believed they started there. They could have. Who knows? But Six Flags. They have a bunch of them now, don't they?
Yeah. Well, they started out in Texas. Six Flags Over Texas was their full name.
Was it?
Yeah. Yep.
Six Flags. Let me see.
Because Texas had Six Flags.
Because I didn't know shit. All I know is that there was one there, and I didn't even realize. It was a big one, but I didn't realize there's.
Right. Yeah.
There were other ones. You know what I mean? I didn't even know there was more than one.
More than one?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So I wouldn't know that. Six. I never even went there. They may actually have that explanation somewhere in a plaque or placard,
right?
Information or something like that. As I said, I knew Six Flags was a park. I never went there. So I didn't
Yeah,
even
we-
realize it had anything to do with Texas.
Yeah, they had one down in Dallas that we drive to from here.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
six-
one down there in Dallas is probably closer to you. The one up
Yeah.
here, we go to St. Louis.
St. Louis, yeah. Dallas is definitely closer than St. Louis,
Yeah.
and I never want to go back to St. Louis again. I hated that
Six
place.
Flags Great Adventure, Jackson Township, New Jersey. Yep, northwest part of the state, I believe. Yeah, that's right. Opened July 1st, 1974. So it's been a minute. It's 52 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see why I thought that. I mean, because this was this
Right,
big
yeah,
park in the
yeah.
middle of nowhere, and it was since I was very young. I mean, I was what was the year I said? 74. I was 13. So
Yeah.
what about the company?
And it could be a different Six Flags. You know,
what a difference! Six Flags Great Adventures 1-day ticket, $48. And I bet you get all the rides. I mean, you do get that with Disney as well. As you get not all of them, by the way, but you get a lot.
Hey, Jim.
But you spend most of the time waiting in
well.
line to get on the goddamn things.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim. We're just kind
Hey,
of
Jim.
chatting right now.
So did anybody buy any fireworks this year?
Nope.
No, I
Didn't
don't
spend
do
a
that.
dime on them.
My God. We bought a few for the grandkids, and I'm not joking. They've tripled in price.
Well, years ago, we used to buy between James and I and one of my son-in-laws. We spent a small fortune, and it was ridiculous. And I just said, after I had to go out the next day and clean all that crap up, I said, all right, next year, I'm just bringing $100 bill. I'm going to set it in fire in the street. We're going to watch it burn, and then we're going back inside because that would, and there's less to clean up.
Yeah, we set off quite a few things, mostly the fountains and stuff for the kids, the smaller stuff.
Yeah.
These people are setting off mortars all over my neighborhood. When I was driving up here, I guarantee you, the house up on the corner, there was $1,000 worth of fireworks sitting in the middle of the street. I guarantee.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we had this discussion tonight because I just looked up, what you were talking about, the origin of Six Flags over Texas.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right, of course. It was opened in August 1961. So it was 13 years old when they opened the one in Jersey,
Yeah.
Yeah,
they started expanding a lot there in the 70s is when they.
Yeah. Well, clearly. But the story being it's about the Six Flags, the 6 different nations that have governed over Texas in its history. Spain, France, Mexico, the Republic of Texas, the United States, and the Confederate States.
Yep.
So that's actually very cool. I like that. Now I want to go.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that backstory.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just did. So that's
well,
pretty cool.
Arizona also had Six Flags.
I bet lots of places had Six Flags.
Is it one of them rainbow? Just
no. Well, I don't know.
That's a flag.
No.
That's a legitimate
they
flag.
had. Oh, maybe they only had 5. Let me think. There was Spain.
There are 34
Spain,
Six Flags, by the way.
Is there?
I think the one up by Kansas City closed down.
They're
did it?
Yeah, well, as of 2026, allegedly 34. That's what Wikipedia has. They're headquartered now in Charlotte, North Carolina. Areas served: the United States, Mexico, Canada, Saudi Arabia. There's fucking Six Flags in Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
That's awesome. I guess they're doing okay. Their income's down quite a bit actually. Total assets went down 7.8 billion, but they're pretty large. They can absorb that, I think, if they turn it around. People aren't. This is it's always tough when you're in a business of discretionary money. There's no need to go to a fucking amusement park. It's not a life need. And even if you want to defend it, by saying it's a way for the family to spend time together and escape, whatever and whatever, just bond. Yeah,
Listen,
you could
you
do
can
that
do the
at
same thing over a swollen possum and a stick.
Yeah.
There you go.
could beat across the ass at the end. No, I mean, you could
That
just,
meets
you could
good
have
good
actually better
roadkill.
experiences with them. My favorite memories when I was a kid with Dad wasn't in Hasbrook Heights. It was when he took me up to Englewood Cliffs and threw me off. No, Englewood Cliffs is
That
this area
explains a
by
lot.
Englewood, and the Hudson River is right there. And there's a concrete barrier and a metal rail, and you fish in the Hudson River there. So that was great, and it's one of my fondest memories. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that didn't cost shit. You know what I mean? It cost some bait. He'd buy some cut up fish, and we'd do crab traps, and we'd always go home
Right.
with some crabs, and we just we put I think it's a full 1 ounce sinker on our little 5.5 foot Zebcos, and we would. I got a little bigger pole later, but you know what I'm saying. We learned it pretty good. We'd send that thing, and there was a lot of life in it back then when we were kids. It always
Did
catch
you know
something.
that Zebcos are made in Oklahoma?
That's a beautiful thing. It is. But you learned how to fish. You learned how to you baited the hook yourself. And what we got is those pinchers, those sandworms. They had if you squeeze them, they're big black pinchers that come out like this and try to get you.
Yeah.
When you split them, they would bleed red, brownish red all over the place. So it was a little on the gruesome side for a kid, but you know what? It's what you do.
Yeah.
The bloody ones attract the fish.
Yeah. My kids all grew up fishing because I mean that was half of our family get-togethers. We'd all
Never a
get
big fan
our
of eating fish, but I always liked eating the fish that I caught.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes me a
There's
sociopath.
Yeah. There was only one.
I killed it. I ate it.
My father-in-law.
It wasn't so much
Yeah.
about eating the fish; it was like watching the light go out of their eyes as they died.
Shh, it's okay. It's okay. That's too funny.
Now, when my father-in-law, when he cooked catfish, those were the probably it was the way he seasoned them and the way he cooked them, and probably the
Well,
only time I really
How long?
ever
Wait.
enjoyed
How long ago
catfish.
did Michael say he was leaving? Sorry, Mike. Have a good night, there, brother.
That's,
Oh, I didn't
that's
even-
relatively new.
Oh,
Good
I
night,
mean,
Michael.
yeah.
I'm in this conversation, so I can totally
minute
understand
ago.
why you'd want to go to bed.
I thought
Huh?
he was supposed to be on tonight. Didn't he say he was going to get a
Yeah, he was
camera?
going to come and join.
Yeah.
Oh man, I forgot all about that. All you got to do is ask for a link. I would have thrown a link right in the chat.
Yeah, Michael, you
Yeah.
liar.
Yeah, you said you were
Yay.
going to come on.
Yeah.
What took you so long to remind us?
I forgot about it myself.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. And if I turned that around, why'd you wait till now to tell me?
It's like what?
Well, Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, these lights here. This. I kind of like the framing here.
Yeah.
With these lights, they're all kind of everything's kind of aiming toward put me in the center of the world here.
Yeah.
You it looks like a spread for newest entrepreneur in uptown restaurant in South Manhattan. That's exactly what it looks like. I mean, everything is shiny, clean, and from this angle and through that camera, it looks pretty nice in there.
Mudballs Bar and Grill.
Well, I just like how all the lines are coming
Yeah.
right into me. It's
Yeah.
like the Last
Yeah,
Supper.
it's like you're the center of it right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
This-
I'm like Jesus in the Last Supper.
No, I'll tell you the truth. You see, if you had a nicer
There you-
clothes on right now, that picture right there, you could sell that for people to put on their sites when they're talking about startups and businesses. And this is Don. Once he cleaned this bar. Now it's a 5-star.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah, and he's
Yeah.
the owner. You too. That's the picture right there.
There you go. Yeah.
Successful business person pictures are a thing. We used to buy them. I mean, now you don't even need to. You just use AI, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Have you guys noticed all the AI thumbnails now? You get this you'll have a sans serif font that is slightly distressed. You're going to have yellow and white. The yellow or the white will highlight a single word in the thumbnail title. Then you'll have a red accent, like a little stroke across. It's all looking. It's just AI knows how to make one damn thumbnail, and everybody's using it.
Everybody's using it. Yep.
Yeah.
I got a thing in the mail the other day for fireworks, and it had the exact same. They had AI design this flyer,
And
Yeah.
you recognized it in the print.
and
Yeah.
I saw the flyer. I'm like, white with a single word. It's white and yellow with a single word done. It was all yellow with one single word done white, and it had the red little swoosh on it, and it's like,
Well, you know
I
what?
really
Though? You know what's
despise
funny?
AI.
You're noticing stuff that's similar to what we noticed 20 years ago in media and marketing. You know, because of all the changes going on with online and everything. And
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
you know what I mean. And it's kind of like the same thing. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
to me, I don't know.
Yeah. Just
pretty
a
cool
different. Yeah,
That
you
you
were
notice it.
iterating on the same.
10 years from now.
Oh, I
you-
used to always love catching known
the
people's
point is,
clip arts
10 years
or
from now, AI is going to do a much better job, and you're going to have this memory of right now of what you're noticing about it. You know what I mean? To add to the
Yeah,
repertoire
early
of the rise of AI. You know,
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I
Am I reading too
saw
much into it? Probably. Sorry.
I saw a video today, and it was about George Washington, and it
Who?
basically
Who?
George Washington. Asshole.
Washington.
Oh, okay. Okay, George Washington. I know who that is.
All right, George Washington. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, good old George.
Anyways, that's
Uh,
another good word. Please continue.
Yeah, but anyways, the guy did all the research and he does the studies, and he narrated it, and he talks at the beginning of it and at the end of it, but he also used AI to do all the graphics, and it was really it's one of the best ones I've seen because it actually they got away from there's one guy there that he narrates a bunch of stuff, same voice everywhere, a bit of a British accent, and he's sitting there, his hand just moves like this.
Yeah, and
Right?
they tend to be absolutely perfect throughout the entire thing. Like there's no
and they never their
there's no
lips, but
difference in the amount of breath.
every
It's-
5 seconds you see that same hand gesture. Now this guy was a real guy, but he did a really good
He was a
job.
real guy. He just looked like that.
Yeah, no, this guy, he wasn't AI. He was actually introducing the AI video about George Washington.
Okay, and the AI looked more real than he did. Is that
Well,
what you're
actually,
trying-
the AI, he didn't have wooden teeth. Yeah, he had more teeth than I did. But anyways, no, he looked. It was a well done. It was done as a documentary. It was well done. It was very graphic at times. Like.
But you liked it though.
Yeah,
Lloyd.
I enjoyed it.
Lloyd,
Yeah.
you just made a comment about he's got more teeth than I do. Well, that's not like a really high bar, is it?
Not anymore. Nope.
How many teeth? How many teeth you got there now, Paul? We're gonna have
I think
them all
about
soon.
12.
They'll have 12. All right, it's not none. And you're gonna have a whole mouthful of them soon, allegedly.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah.
And it won't be
At
like
least a
George
whole-
Washington's teeth, which were not wood.
No. And they're not made out of dead. Well, I hope they're not. I don't know. They're coming from the VA. That does. Now that I think about
It
it,
doesn't matter. They actually, yes, that was the thing. They actually used human teeth.
use human teeth. Yeah,
if they're available.
or
yeah.
pig's teeth, or
Yeah, they did that too. This is George Washington, who was frankly a bazillionaire at the time. Do you think
Yeah.
he got, what kind of teeth do you think he got? Do you think he got the best teeth, whatever was available? I would imagine. Yeah. The people that fought the Revolutionary War were the rich people. The whole thing was fighting taxation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they were businessmen. Yeah.
Well, we were getting
I
so
mean,
dry, and it was
Paul
they
Revere
were
was
getting
a
nothing for it.
silversmith.
Taking
Yeah.
money for nothing. Literally nothing.
Well, it wasn't about being taxed. They didn't mind that. It was that
Is that
the
without
British
representation?
Well, the British key was being stamped and brought in without the same tax, so they couldn't
Right.
compete. It was about unfair competition.
But right, I figure, but it's still about the tax. But you're right. It is about all that. It was a
Yeah.
business. We were getting robbed, basically. You know, it
Yeah,
was very unfair.
They had
And we had
they
no
had problem.
representation to defend ourselves against it.
Right.
And
It
really,
wouldn't have happened if everybody was paying the same tax and there was the same competition. There wouldn't have been a
Right.
Revolutionary War.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
just
We'd
the
still be
fact
part
that
of-
some people were
I don't know.
excused from
I
that
don't know.
tax.
The Stamp Act really had an effect.
That's the Stamp Act is what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
The
it's
Stamp Act. Yeah.
what that caused the like say the Boston Tea Party. I mean,
Yeah.
that was Stamp Act was allegedly
Yeah.
the last straw, but we were already heading towards that. You know what I mean? The British were bound to do something else stupid because they needed
Yeah, but
fucking
they-
money because of all their wars against Spain.
They were
and
trying
France.
to pay for the
and everybody
French and
else.
Indian War.
Well, yeah, they were
But
paying for a lot of things. They needed the money.
They
so just
barely
took it.
got enough people. They barely got enough people together to stage the rebellion. I don't think they would have done it if it hadn't been for for the Stamp Act.
Yeah.
I know, but it was a growing thing. Is all the thing. I mean, the network is there. There was you know what I'm saying. You know, I mean, it was already started. It didn't just appear overnight. It was a swelling thing that people were ignoring because they were comfortable, and until things became uncomfortable, and all of a sudden their message rang a little more true. You know,
Well,
which is like any rebellion.
I can't
Speaking
remember
of-
whether it was the Stamp Act was rescinded and then another tax was added, which basically, as they said, was the same thing with a different name. And
I don't know. I could be right.
or if it was the first one was rescinded and then the Stamp Act came in.
And speaking
And-
of rebellions,
I think
you guys
that's
know
it.
that movie Civil War that came out a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
It just got released for free on YouTube.
Oh,
It's one of the new free with ads.
Yeah.
So it really for 4th of July, Civil War.
Yeah. Yeah. I just watched Ghost in the Shell finally. And It's a pretty good movie.
The movie,
The one-
live action or the animated?
no, the live action with Scarlett Johansson.
Okay.
Yeah. It was pretty good, you know.
I don't know.
I
She
slept
might
through
not be
part
the
of it.
best actress in the world, but I like her in movies.
Yeah. I fell
I just-
asleep during part of it. So
Lucy got panned, and I liked it.
yeah, I like Lucy as well.
That was the one where she got like full use of her brain or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sort of,
yeah.
from a drug overdose.
Yeah, I never saw that one.
Yeah, it was weird, you know,
Oh,
but
it was neat.
It was like,
interesting. It was different.
With
It
Bradley
was
Cooper,
neat.
Limitless, I think was the one with Bradley Cooper.
maybe.
And I never
Yeah.
saw that one either.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. But
I saw the one she was walking around naked in.
Wait, which one?
One of her earliest movies. They were actually aliens, and she was luring these guys.
Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah, oh yeah.
well, she was just damn. I mean, she
Legit
might as
topless
well have been
shots,
naked in
Walking
Ghost
around.
in the Shell.
With a black background. Somehow, when she drew them in, like everything around them disappeared, and it was like a black background. And it was just the two of them, and she was stark ass naked. And they didn't have sex or anything. They didn't go that far, but they showed why he was there. She didn't actually have sex with them. She was just there to lure him there. Anyway, yeah, and she had a problem with it. She started liking some of these people. It's one of those stories. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever heard of that one.
She tries to rebel. It turns out she's a robot. She doesn't even know it, basically. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, she doesn't get away. She tries to get away. She just wants to blend in and be a person. And I think
I like the part in
if I'm remembering correctly. It's been a long
in
time.
Black Widow.
Under
when
the
her sister-
Skin?
Under the Skin.
I don't fucking know. I don't know, man. I saw it like 20
Okay.
years ago. No, I
It's
saw
like a
it.
sci-fi horror
Yeah. I
as
would
an
say
alien in human form who preys on men in Scotland.
that. Okay.
That would
Yeah,
probably
that's
be it.
That's the one. Yeah.
I like the part in Black Widow where her sister accuses her of superhero pose when she lands on her, and then
That was-
she turns around and says, "Oh my God, I do." And then her sister does it like, oh. Yeah, that
I
was a
saw a
good.
meme for that. It was actually a tree frog, and under it says, "Absolutely all creatures that land land in this position." And the frog had hind legs down. It's it's one leg down and its other leg like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Superhero, and it was a frog.
Yep.
It was so funny.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, that
Bill,
was
I
cute.
think I'm gonna have to call it a night.
Yeah, it's been way too
Yeah.
long. It's like the old
I was
days.
just about to say it as
I
well.
thought we would hit 4 hours, but no. Don, you done cleaning up there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you'll probably want to go home anyway. Well, happy 4th to all you.
There's
Yep.
nothing for me at home except my wife.
You're in a
man.
bar, you got to talk like that. It's perfect.
Let's get the light
yeah, we got
going.
3 more minutes, and it's no longer the 4th of July. And
Okay.
technically in Florida, you can the type of fireworks that you can shoot that actually leave the ground, you can only fire them on 3 days a year, 3 holidays, the 3 holidays, and that's the 4th and New Year's and what's the other one? Oh fuck, there's 3 of them. What's another one with fire? Veterans Day? No. What's another
Your
one with
birthday?
fire? My birthday, 4th of July. New Year's. There's 3. Damn it. Well, it doesn't matter. 3 times a year. So they're not supposed to start on the 3rd either, which they do.
Oh, they do here, yeah, for sure.
Well, it depends
Well,
on
a
the
lot of
state.
the
You
shows
might not
are on
even
the
have that
3rd.
restriction in your state. I'm talking about Florida law.
Well, yeah. Yeah, because a lot of the shows around here are on the 3rd. Yes, we used to have some great shows, but a lot of them shut down. Especially, I think COVID killed out a lot of them. But
Oh no, the shows have nothing to do with it. I'm talking about restrictions on
the
private
laws, yeah.
non-licensed use, non-permitted use. Independence Day, New Year's Eve. Oh, okay, so twice, right? And New Year's Day. So it's actually New Year's Eve weekend or whatever. December 30th and January 1st. I'm sorry, December 31st and January 1st. Yeah, those 2 days and Independence Day. So airborne. And it's what it says right here in Florida, exploding or airborne consumer fireworks. There are some that are always allowed, and they're like bullshit. Non-explosive, ground-based sparklers, snakes, snow caps, approved by state. It's generally legal. It's not that people don't get away with it, but here's the problem. It's
Snow
not
caps. I thought snow caps were candy.
Snow caps are candy. I used to like snow caps.
Oh, I still like them if I can find them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you go to the movie theater back when you could afford candy at the movie theater.
Yeah, the boxes, like a white box with a
Get a box of snow caps. Oh,
well, Walgreens carries them sometimes.
Yeah, you could rarely get. I was rarely able to buy the snow caps. I could get popcorn, but when you got a box of candy too, woo!
Oh, you talk about cheap. My mother used to carry. She'd buy them the mixed bags of the Brocs, all the different little, she'd buy them. She'd sneak them in her purse,
I'm going to say something about all this. Right now, people only go to movie theaters because they want to see something right away, not because they actually necessarily enjoy going to a movie theater. You know what I mean? It's dead. It's died to me.
Yeah.
Growing up, you looked forward to going. The big comfy fucking seat. The ridiculous.
2 people at the matinee just to get in is like $20 at the matinee.
Yeah.
Well, but it wasn't like that when we were kids, and the movies were good. It was fine. You know what I mean? People weren't jackasses.
Right.
They're paying to be there. Ridiculously expensive snacks. That's all right. You get it. And
I think if prices would come down and people would start dressing up again.
Yeah.
People used to get dressed up to go see a movie.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily think you have to wear a jacket, but a collared shirt. At least
collared shirt,
something decent.
Yeah.
Well,
make it an event.
Yeah.
It's Florida.
Not your
It's
pajamas.
Florida casual is a little different than, like, say, states that have normal
Yeah,
temperature.
Right,
treat
yeah,
yourself.
Casual. It's very common for business people to not don jackets or wear something that's so light it's even a joke to call it a jacket.
Oh, yeah.
It's just decoration, because it's
Okay.
fucking hot.
Yeah. Yeah,
Light
there was
cotton, light long sleeve cotton shirts.
yeah, we used to go to a theater there in Denver, it's sort of in the downtown area. It had the balconies, and I mean, it was ornate, and it
Mhm.
was fun to go sit up in the balconies. And now we had one in Grand Junction that had balconies, and that's where I used to take Paco's mother up there quite a bit.
And it was an event. And I'm conflating.
It was
things.
an event,
This
yeah.
has nothing to do with what corporate attire. Corporate attire is corporate attire. Business
You
attire
take-
is business attire. You have AC in your cars and you have AC in the buildings. That's the
You
kind of
take
job you're going to
Paco's
be in.
mother up in the balcony. Did she
But
like watching you jerk guys off for money or something?
What? I'm saying here in Florida, you can go to a highly rated, expensive restaurant
Don, you're an
shorts, wearing shorts and a collared
Yeah,
short, polo shirt.
yeah,
As long as you're clean and your shoes are new.
yeah.
And, you know what I mean? You obviously dress that way.
You don't have your toes out.
You don't, right. But you don't have to. It's up north, it'd be more likely you'd be a little more fully clothed and a little upscale dressed than that, but
Yeah.
but it's Florida.
Well,
so
it's now midnight for you then.
That's the atmosphere.
Oh, Dominic's telling you to give it up. It's midnight.
Give it up. It's midnight.
That's what Dominic's doing.
I mean, technically, this stream ended a while ago. We're just sitting here shooting the shit.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, you guys
we're still live, but yeah.
Yeah, we have a tendency, we say, good night, and then we just sit there and talk for an hour. We may as well just stream it. What's the difference?
Yeah. So we can just,
That's
we don't have to talk after.
I don't have to work tomorrow. I'm not driving to my dad's tomorrow because I'm going to go either Monday or Tuesday. So I've got some things I want to do. I want to power wash the my AC unit out there, clean out the fins. And I would also like to, over these, because I'm taking Monday off. I love being able to do that. A little 3 days, months, because I'm off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
And it's almost, I know that's not a lot, but that's like a vacation to me because I don't ever take any time.
Yeah.
So they never argue. They just say, sure, we got that. No problem. And which is fine. I really don't depend on this for full-time benefits anymore. I get my insurance elsewhere,
Right.
But I also wouldn't like to lose my vacation time because that's the only benefit. But who cares? If I want to take a day off and they don't pay me, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's not like I make a shit ton of money. I can miss a day. Yeah. How about you? You missed working, Lloyd?
I do, in a way.
What's the way? Kept you busy?
It kept me busy, and it was
Keep yourself
got
busy.
me out of the house. Yeah,
Are you guys mocking me because I lost my job?
Start a little business. Sell your pipes. Make a little scratch. Enjoy what you do. Why not?
Yeah. Well,
you like doing
it. I'm actually. James and Pat and I are actually considering opening up or at least having a store where we can, I can sell my.
Dude, you just do an online store. It costs next to nothing to set one up. Seriously, I could set it up for you.
Yeah.
And just get your name out there best you can, by whatever. Do a little SEO, it's called.
Yeah.
And and just because you're not gonna do volume. It'd be a great little hobby store.
No.
You make some money doing something you enjoy doing. I mean, I think that'd be a very cool way to commit yourself. And if you're ever tired of it, you just shut it down.
Yeah.
Yep. There's no stress there,
Yeah. What I'm trying to do is get consistent with all of my guitars, and each one I learn something different. And each one of them, like this one.
Get your shit together because you're not getting any younger.
I know, right? Yeah. Well, it's like this one. I put the friggin' frets on the wrong end around.
Dude,
it's like, what the heck?
Dude, get a name. Start with the pipes.
Oh, I
I
thought.
could do that.
Start with the pipes. Get a name with the pipes. Sell some beautifully polished up, nice quality pipes, and then introduce your homemade, guitars and like that,
Guitars,
and it'll
yeah.
lend quality to the introduction of them. And you do
That's
the
right.
guitars when you're ready to do them.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all.
I could do that.
But you'll have to make pipes though.
I would, yeah.
In the meantime.
Yeah,
I still
and you can
got-
open
I
up
still
the
got-
open up the lid of the cigar box and write down whatever it was that you learned on that guitar. Like
Now,
when I was making this guitar, I learned that the chief export from Albania is bauxite.
Yeah.
Is it? That'd be interesting if it was.
Okay, well,
The fact that you threw bauxite out there, that's funny enough. Your brain is working much better than mine in my old age. It
Yeah.
sucks when you're in a conversation, you know what you want to say, but the word just does not.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It just
Well,
doesn't.
Bill,
Come,
here's the
what
thing. I
happens
just
more
threw
and
that
more, I'll
out.
tell
Now
you.
I have to ask myself, is that a real fact or not? Because I just threw it out.
Oh, you just
Yeah.
threw it out there. I just think it'd be exceptional if it was true. I just think that
Well,
would
we're going to look it up right now.
okay.
Well,
You know what's really bad?
I'm gonna have to drop off.
All right, Dominic.
You don't have to drop.
I've
Just
got a
leave.
couple of
What the
cats
fuck?
running amok here, so
What's
All right.
happening?
my cats are running amok here.
I'll tell them knock it the fuck off. They're your pets. You're in charge. Yeah, your ass. Yeah. Cat ownership it's just like their servant, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah,
Yeah. They don't have owners. They have, what is it? They don't have owners. They have staff. Yeah.
yeah.
Staff, yeah.
It's so true. I'm glad I'm deathly allergic to those little buggers.
No. It is now footwear and apparel and textiles, petroleum and manufactured goods. But it used to be chrome.
Who?
Albania.
Oh, okay. Used to be
They're
chrome.
cheap- it used to be chrome.
Who's the biggest producer of chrome, I wonder?
I don't know. But Albania's chief export used to be chrome,
Not bauxite, though.
not bauxite.
No.
Which bauxite is, of course, the ore for aluminum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta.
See ya.
I'll say
See you
goodbye.
Monday, Dominic. All right.
Again, not bauxite.
Are we going to close down and wave goodbye to everybody, or
That would be cool.
All right, fine. Because since Dominic says so, all right, we're gonna go. All right, fine.
Everybody flip off Dominic instead of waving.
Okay, there we go.
Well, now it's time to say goodbye to Bill and all the tribe. Thank you all for coming, and
I
we
didn't
hope
mean
you
it.
will subscribe. You're all invited back next week to watch another show. We're all too drunk and tired, so we're gonna have to go.
I forget the timing on this.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
This has been a Bill Ways presentation.